Okay. Goodness. It's gonna be a easy one. Okay. Let me make sure the mic and everything is on. Testing, testing. 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 Let's see. Are you all good? We're live? Okay. Mic's working. HyperX is over there for the chat. And we're all good. I really didn't want to do the Sunday show just now because I was just in the middle of watching Watchmen, but I'll finish it afterwards. That damn movie is so good. Especially after seeing like a movie like Deadpool. Going back to watch the movie Watchmen is, I don't know, man. You really get to understand like how far comic book movies have came and how underrated Watchmen is as a comic book movie. Okay. We're gonna go get started with the shout outs, of course, for the members and the super chats. Then we get to the chat, and then we're gonna be covering the ChineJoy project. Gonna see what trailers. I think I missed all of the trailers as far as watching them on YouTube in the best resolution. But people like Lucci Sky have been sending me the links to Twitter to different people that have posted trailers from ChineJoy project all over. Like, but I want to get the real resolution, so I've watched these on Twitter on my phone screen, but I have not watched them on my TV screen, which is I feel is going to be better, so I can actually take in the quality of some of these games. I'm going to talk a little bit about Logan Wolverine. No spoilers, obviously. That movie was fucking awesome. Yeah, that's a movie you can actually see multiple times. It's that fucking good. Yeah, that was a good ass movie. Okay. I think Comic-Con is over too. We're going to talk a little bit about Comic-Con. There wasn't like a lot to talk about because I don't know, like there's not a lot to talk about when it comes to Comic-Con because they didn't show a shitload of trailers. They did a lot of announcements. There was like a trailer for Fantastic Four, but it was supposed to be private. I've already seen it, but obviously I don't feel comfortable or safe showing it off on this channel because I could get copyrighted by Disney, so I won't be doing that. But it does look very interesting. So I can't wait to see that. We did get the confirmation announcement that Robert Downey Jr. is coming back to Marvel, and he will be Doctor Doom instead of Iron Man. So that's going to be nice. Well, it's going to be interesting. I'm hoping that he keeps the Doctor Doom accent. I know that he's a great actor. I know that he is. So I hope to God that happens. So let's get the memberships ready. Alexander Clifton and everybody else in the chat right now, thank you. I'll be right with you in a little bit. There we go. Oh, looking good. So let's see, is this going to give me a collection of all the members? I think so, yeah. So here we go with the members. We have Henry Heck, we have Zavari, we have Lost Vein 105, True Witty, Arnold, Vegan VR King, Ice Queen Gaming, OC Gaming, Xen, Rebel Rick Gaming, Dadley Pierre, Devontae Carter, I-Man Rich the Swag Lord, Nova Red, Briarios, Quan Emerson, Nelson Gaming, J-Row 49, Dez, Press Alpha, Good Lord Hungry, Concord Hater, Gamergoon 53, Dynamite J, Uncompetitive, Dejon Thompson, DJD, Mike Johnson, BMO Kelful, Caution, DJ Clark, Cursed Cow, Renal Blakely, Sub 24, D True 49, Shadowmaster, Sick Nick Mondo 16, Lorenzo Carlson, No Cap Podcast, Viper Reaps Corner, Always Mad Gaming, Cedric, VR God V, Cyber Dragon, Enzo, Caleb Kaiser, and Frostbite Slash. Big shout out to the 47 members. We're going to head on over to a preview of the last few people that have given super chats. And that will be JRO49, The Claymores, Anonymous Boss, Briarios, and SNKev411. Let me read those again. JRO49, The Claymores, Anonymous Boss, Briarios, and SNKev411. Those are the last people that have given super chats to the channel, obviously during our live streams. So with that being said, we're going to hop on over to the chat, give a shout out to the people that are sitting in the chat right now. First off, we have Alexander Clifton, which is a mod. We have Good Lord Hungry, which is a member. Uncompetitive is a mod and a member. JRO49 is a mod and a member. We have Henry Heck, he's a mod and a member. Devontae Carter, he is a member. Dadley Pierre is a mod and a member. Cooper Clips is a mod. Cedric is a mod and a member. And that's it. So the people that are members, I'm going to go upgrade you guys to mods. Standard mods. I think we only have like one managing mod, and that's probably Frostbite. So we got Devontae. There was one more person that was like a fucking mod, but he wasn't a member. I'm trying to figure out who that was. Are they up there? I think it was him. Yeah. I think it's Good Lord Hungry. Yeah, it was him. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Henry, for entertainment value, I don't really care whether to talk about it or to not talk about it. But I do want to get some stuff off my chest with respects to Concord. So we're going to get started with the stream. This is a timestamp for Concord. My problem with Concord has nothing to do with the game itself. It has everything to do with the image. And when you messing with the image, somebody like JayTechTV supporting that game, knowing that everybody ain't gonna roll with that, will make me a dumbass. That's a financial loss on my behalf to support a game that I know most of the other gamers are not gonna support. To support yet another game that I already know is gonna be dead on arrival. I've been here, okay? You're not talking to somebody that has not been here, that knows how this fucking story ends. And with the PS3 generation, our biggest competition with PlayStation first party multiplayer titles was Call of Duty. Now, you're going up against Call of Duty, and you're also going up against the fact that, you know, like all the Sweet Baby Inc., the woke stuff, bro, that is not good for a new IP that is already struggling to capture the attention of gamers. I don't give a fuck if you like the word woke. I don't care if you like to use the word pandering. You cannot look at this situation and say that this is a fucking positive. This game needs every little bit of anything that it can get, anything positive that it can get. That's what this game needs. I was not satisfied with the beta and the as far as how the gamers reacted to the beta. That sucked. I participated in the beta. Did I take a lot of L's in the game? Yes, I did in the live stream. But I still had fun with the people I was playing the game with. And that's all that really matters. But if you know most motherfuckers ain't going to go for that game, it is what it is. I told you guys this like a few weeks ago. My go-to multiplayer game from PlayStation was and is probably going to be Helldivers, which is getting the new update this week. So I'm good. Oh, it's next week, I think. Yeah, I think it's next week. I'm good. When it comes to multiplayer shooters, it may be co-op instead of competitive, but I'm cool with that. They got, look, man, don't take an L that you don't need to take. Okay? Pandering, woke, doesn't matter what word you want to use. Don't take an L you don't want to take. The game itself, gunplay, graphics are good. The messages and the agenda that they've tried to weasel into this game is so fucking blatantly obvious. I can't fucking defend that. I am not going to defend that. That's a fucking certified L if you try to defend that on those standards. Not the game, not the gunplay, not the graphics. We're talking about the messaging that we all know people are a little bit tired of. They gotta stop it. What's going on, Cedric? What's going on? Everybody in the chat, I see you. Good Lord Hungry, Spartan God, Dadley Pierre, Henry, Devontae Carter. What's going on to everybody? So yeah, when it comes to Concord, won't be supporting that. That's a skip. It's a skip. It goes against what I know that they need to stop. Yeah, it goes against that shit, man. It is what it is, man. And they don't gotta blame the financial failure of that game or anything else except for a little bit too much on that messaging. Let me see. I'm so happy I went to go see Deadpool because they're spoiling the whole movie right as we speak on YouTube. They're people were in the theaters just recording the whole fucking movie basically, and that's the one thing I keep seeing pop up on my motherfucking YouTube timeline. So I'm so happy, and this is some of the reasons why you always wanna go and see these movies day one, because if you don't, or play these games day one, because if you don't, spoilers will be out in full of force, and ain't shit you can do about it except for go blind, because that's really it. Because other than that, you're gonna see it.
Yeah, they'll put how astonished I was to see in the movie in the title of their video.
Oh, the thumbnails too. Thinking, I'm seeing that right now, and I this is the thing. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but when I'm on YouTube, it's like that shit's gonna pop up. So I'm gonna have the waiting screen on sometimes, but other times I'm not.
And they think they're being clever, and they'll have a silhouette of a character, kind of like, we will tell you who the character is in the video. Mm-hmm. It's like, I can tell from the fucking silhouette who it is. It's like.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna just go put on the background music a little bit.
You gotta be so careful.
Yeah,
so careful.
I know, man.
Worse.
Oh, Twitter's worse, but YouTube is worse, because I was on Twitter today and I didn't get any spoilers, even though I already watched the movie. But today, just right now, hopping on YouTube, I got more spoilers than I can handle, man. And it's crazy because I've already seen the movie, but it's still a fucking spoiler, massive spoilers, bro, massive ones.
Well, I'm keeping away from YouTube Shorts as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because they all autoplay. You go from one to the next, and you.
Mary Wilcox and Ice Queen Gaming. What's going on? Mary Wilcox says to Ice Queen Gaming, the future of Concord's studio will depend on whether the game does well. I mean, if Naughty Dog can survive the onslaught after The Last of Us 2 released. Well, see, that's the thing. Naughty Dog is an already established mega studio with multiple awards under its belt. By the time that The Last of Us 2 came out and was leaked and you know, all of that shit happened. Concord is a new IP from a studio that is not very well known. And to most casual gamers, it is a new studio to them. It doesn't mean they are a new studio. It's just a new studio to certain gamers. When it comes to me, also, this is a pretty new studio for me because they weren't on my radar. I didn't play a lot of their games, if any. So, you know, like, the first impression is a very valuable impression. I think that the first impression with the mystery of what the game is going to be, that's what grabbed me. I did like the first cinematic. I enjoyed the gunplay and visuals of the game. I do think the pricing is very pro-consumer with $40. I mean, they have every advantage that they needed to take in order for this game to be successful, except for the messaging, the high intensity, pandering messaging. Whether you're talking about race or sexuality, it is heavy in this game. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't put this in the game because you're the one making the game, but you can't take it out on the gamers that don't want to see this all the time. We understand what's going on in our society. We respect other people and what they're doing, and sometimes people don't respect that or they don't agree with that. However, you can't force it on someone and then expect them to continuously give you money for said product or continue to spend their money on that content, whether it be a subscription service for a TV show that has this stuff in it or a movie. And this is why, and again, perfect example, Deadpool and Wolverine is doing so good because it's not doing all of that stuff that the other Marvel Disney movies have been doing for the last 5 years. So, I mean, it's pretty apparent there's some fatigue when it comes to pandering and messaging in video games, TV shows, and comic books, and movies, and people kind of want them to chill out a little bit. Nobody's saying don't put representation in your products. It's just to chill out. We understand that you have woken up to the fact that other types of people in the world exist, and that is very nice. But you don't have to go too hard. When you go too hard, it's a little annoying. And it's a turnoff. Okay? It's like you're trying too hard. So, that is what I've seen. When I use the word woke, that is what I mean. They're trying too hard. I'm a black fucking gamer. I've been black all my fucking life. I understand the hardships of my skin color and all of my history in this country and many other countries. However, man, I don't really see race when I'm buying games, when I'm consuming TV shows, comic books, movies, or anime. I enjoy it for the story and the art. So when that type of stuff starts to seep into the things that I love and kind of ruin it for me, I mean, the best I can do is not support it. If I don't like that type of stuff in my media, I just don't support it. I mean, somebody else will or somebody else won't. And if somebody else doesn't, then maybe they get their point. And maybe they kind of like step back a little bit. Nobody's saying to get rid of all types of representation. It's just a lot of these people go a little too hard. And I think they're understanding that. So, I'm hoping that I was able to break this down for a lot of people. Just on my personal stance for JayTechTV, not for the entire PlayStation Legion of Gamers, but just my personal stance as JayTechTV. It's a little much. Most of the time in the last 5 years, it's a little much. And they gotta like kind of tone that shit down. What's going on, Mass Produce? The Concord devs about to learn the hard way. Go woke, go broke. Yeah, I mean when they have all advantages that I've just named, graphics are good, gunplay is good, and the pricing is good for $40, and you still can't win. Well, you have to look at other things that you've done with the game, and you have to admit that the things that you've done with the game people did not like, and this is why you may have lost money, or you're going to take a financial L. I'm going to call up Truity because I know he wants to be here before the end of the segment, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to get him, if you guys don't mind. What's your thoughts on this? If you can give me your thoughts on competitive without getting me banned.
What about what?
Let's keep it just strictly to Concord, like, the messaging. Do you personally believe that it could impact sales of the game?
Well, there's been some talk a bit about one of the women there's a woman who is running the studio. Is that right?
Hello?
And yeah, can you hear me? What's going on?
Keep talking. I'm trying to call True Woody.
Yeah. Well, there's some woman who's running the studio, right? And she was talking. Trying to remember. She was talking something to do with colonialism. Does that ring a bell? And I thought, what?
Not really.
And then she said that she was interested.
We're talking about a topic. I just wanted to get you in here before we finish it because I'm pretty sure you want to say something.
All right, I didn't even realize it started yet.
Yeah, it's
okay. All right, I'll be there.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, well,
continue.
This woman was like saying something about colonialism. No, wait a minute. Was that? No, I got the wrong game. That was Flintlock. Flintlock was the one about colonialism.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what they did there is they kind of inverted it all so that it was exploring it from the other angle or something. And I like, okay, whatever. So they're just kind of telling you where they kind of came up with their ideas from, but they seem to be motivated out of politics in that game. But I mean, Fatal's played Flintlock, so he makes that. It has a bit of a slow start, and then it gets good. So maybe it's all right. Now, as to Concord, there was a designer of the characters who seemed to be into kind of making things be more broadly progressive, and there's a character called It's IT-Z, and they seem to be. They look like they're kind of queer in a way, the way they're dressing and everything, and it's like lots of colours and everything. And I'm thinking, okay, so they're human, I think, but they're like when you see someone dressed like that, you're thinking, what, they're probably lesbian or non-binary, something like that. And because they're like throwing out all these signals, because the way people are that are in the LGBT thing, right, is they have to dress a certain exaggerated way in order to signal to other people like them to save them getting beaten up. Because ordinarily people approach each other that are straight and they're like, I'm not interested, I'm with someone, that sort of thing. And people do it and they have a signal, which is they wear a wedding band, right? And so if you see someone's got a wedding band on, you think, oh, well, they're taken, so I won't try making a pass at them. So that's a code for straight people, whether or not they're wearing a wedding band. And then you've got a whole thing going on with gay men with handkerchiefs hanging out their back pockets, and there's a whole complicated
I can hear you, Trudy.
that, right? About what that all means and what they're into, depending on what colour the handkerchief is, which I was very surprised to learn about. I won't say what it is, but there is a whole language about what handkerchiefs mean. And then there's stuff that the lesbians do as well, and you can tell that they're dressing up like men.
Well,
and you're thinking,
uncompetitive, I want to stop you there so we can give you an example.
The Concord thing is like the same.
Well, no, that's the thing. I wanted to segue on what you're talking about is true, and I wanted to show you an example of exactly what you just specifically talked about with colors and what I had saw on this trailer. So just 1 second. I'm just trying to make sure that
that said, I don't mind. Right, I played Concord, and it was. I thought the girl saying the same thing every time you pick her at the beginning of the match was kind of annoying because it happens every time, and you think I'll switch out a bit, make her say different things.
It wouldn't be so bad if she said other things. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. She said the same thing over and over.
No, she's so full of beans and ebullience and everything. You just want to give her.
Can you explain to me what you guys are talking about? Because I played the game, but I probably didn't pick that character.
The character called It's. Does fist pumps and stuff before she gets going and everything. But really, that's the only one that's annoying. And you don't have to play as her at all. There's loads of others.
I'm gonna be honest. It's not just that she's annoying. She probably is the only one that's annoying.
Would you say that there were other ones that were annoying? Because I couldn't see that.
No. I'm not saying there's others that are annoying. I've only played as a few, and the few that I've played as, they were as annoying as she was. Mm-hmm. The problem I have with the game is that the main problem I have with the game is the character design is just god awful. I'm gonna be honest. I downloaded what you call it, Valorant. Goddamn Valorant last night. I looked at the game, and to be honest, the character design in that is way superior to this. I was like, what the fuck was Sony thinking? Like, the character design is awful. And the character design in that is good. It's just the problem with Valorant is it's freaking cartoony. This is more realistic. The
character design in First Ascendant is way better than Concord.
Oh, please.
Right? And you're just thinking this is like night and day, right? If you could have characters from First Ascendant with the gunplay and movement and abilities and maps of Concord, that would be something pretty good.
Exactly. See, that's the thing, though. The problem is the movesets they have in Concord. It's just it doesn't make any sense. Okay, I'm not gonna say it doesn't make any sense. The moves the abilities are terrible. I played as one dude in Valorant, Phoenix. He has fire bombs. He can throw his fire bombs around the corner, right? If he sets himself in one spot and dies, he respawns in that one spot as close to the enemy as possible. Like that, it's like they.
So what I wanted to talk to both of y'all about. Both of you guys are on the same page as where we were gonna go with this, and because the It's girl is the first character that I know that they featured on PlayStation, and that was 2 days ago.
Oh, right. Okay, that's a bit bad.
They did a 49-second trailer for It's.
Yeah, they should have picked someone else.
Exactly, but the thing is, and I don't want any of you guys to say it, uncompetitive, control yourself, please.
Okay.
God damn, please control yourself. The reason why I'm saying that is because I'm going to say something, and I just want you to nod your head or say, yes, you understand. That's it. So the color for It is the color of a specific flag.
Oh, I get you. Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
Truity, do you see it?
I already know.
You already know? Okay.
Okay.
And I was I didn't even notice that until just when I had this up on screen. My Elgato was unplugged. I didn't know that, but I had just noticed that, and I was like, wow. I thought she was a little annoying. I didn't know because I never picked her. I think I picked her once, and then I didn't pick her anymore. I stick with the fire dude and the Captain America soldier guy, and then that was pretty much it. So this is the thing. 2 days ago, and I haven't really kept up with the Sweet Baby Inc. I haven't really kept up with any of the people that covered Sweet Baby Inc. But it looks like one of the people, Yellow Flash 2, which covered a lot of Sweet Baby Inc., he said, and I quote from his title, this is not what I'm saying, this is his title. It says, Sony Insider says Concord dev was too woke for PlayStation. Well, this is the thing. This is the thing. Like I told True Witty, I also had a nice chat with, a coworker I used to work with, and we went out and had some pretty damn good fun yesterday. We went out and saw a Deadpool movie and shit for his birthday and everything. It was pretty cool. So long story short, I had talked about this with him, is this when certain projects are made, they're like made years ago, and then they're just now coming out. So like it's not a lot of time to kind of change things or switch things around. It's just not enough time in most cases. So let's say, for an example, she may have been a little too woke for PlayStation. It doesn't really matter. The damage to the integrity of the game was already done. The characters that make up the game are already there. You can't do anything. So, yeah, I would have rather them keep her. Hopefully they didn't fire her. Just keep her, because she's already ruined the game for a lot of gamers that wanted a traditional multiplayer game without any type of messaging. This is why Helldivers was so popular. It was a good, fun, traditional shooting game, no messaging of that type whatsoever.
Even the funny thing is, even when Sweet Baby contacted them to ask, can we put a flag? They said no, and
that wasn't Sweet Baby. Correction, that was not Sweet Baby. That was a gamer on their Discord.
Oh, no,
yeah, I know what you're talking about. They said no, and their slogan is a game for everyone, is a game for no one.
I was so proud of them when they said that. I was like, thank you. For once, someone actually doing something right. Thank you. God. Man.
So let's go take a look at it. Let's go take a look at their animated trailer for their animated shorts. Let's go bridge the story. I'm over here eating Scooby snacks. Excuse me.
That's not good.
Again, I love the gunplay. I think the gameplay is pretty solid too. And the graphics are pretty solid. I know this might sound weird though, but I think the characters are a little bit too diverse.
I don't think she's wearing the colours you think she's wearing.
What do you mean by too diverse?
Well, what I mean by that is I feel like they're so different from each other that it takes, the learning curve is going to be much longer in this game.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
than any other. No, the colors are there. It's just not blatantly obvious.
No. Those legs, right? The trousers, that's not the right colour.
No, the hair is. The hair and the skin.
Well, it should be white and...
No, there's a bit... Listen, they did as much as they could without making it obvious, if you know what I mean.
No. You don't get what the colours are. The colours of the flag are baby pink, baby blue, and white.
We know what they are.
We know what they are. But they can't... They weren't going to make it painfully obvious. Okay. I understand what you're saying. Uncompetitive, you're right. They did not make it painfully obvious the specific colors.
If you want to go deep into this, right, what you would say is she's got the bisexual flag. Look that up.
It should be flags.
Right, there is a flag for the bisexual, and it's purple.
Okay. You know what?
Right.
Let's just settle this like. Hold on. Before you go any further, let's just settle this like this. The artwork for the game is already woke. You can tell by the flag.
Okay, uncompetitive. Look at the cartoon. You see the cartoon version of her?
Yeah, but that again isn't the same, is it?
But that's definitely pink.
Well, the bit on the arm is, but the hair isn't.
The hair in the cartoon version of her from it's called Runner's Adventures. I have it on screen right now. Just take a little bit of time before it comes up.
No, it's there. No, her arm, her shoulder is pink, baby pink. Her top of her face is like.
What I'm saying is they're not going to do the specific colors because they don't want to be painfully obvious. But it's pretty obvious to people what they're doing.
It's pink.
Yeah, but turquoise isn't baby blue. It's different.
I mean, I know. It's just they're not going to be that obvious, bro. They're not going to be
at art school.
Right? Truity. I mean, not Truity. Uncompetitive. I know what you're saying. It's not the it's not the exact colors. It's not the exact colors, but it's close enough to let other people know. They can't put the trans colors as a character that they know people would be say, hey, that's enough, I can't support this. They do close enough that it's under the radar for some people, but not enough that other people will say, oh, I know this person's for me, this I identify with this person. They're not gonna go like Suicide Squad, right? You saw Suicide Squad with Mrs. Freeze. They're not gonna do that, but they changed it just enough.
Okay, I'm gonna post it in the chat.
The bones are good. Cyber Dragon celebrates 32 months of membership. What's going on, Cyber Dragon? How you doing, man? If they going to be painfully obvious with the pronouns, then why wouldn't they also with the colors? I mean, I feel like they wanted what they did with the cartoon. They wanted that was going to be more of the colors because her skin color is like a baby blue. Her hair in the cartoon right here, what you're seeing is pink, and then there's some patches on her skin that are very, very light blue, but could be looked at as white. Okay. But obviously her eyeballs are
regular.
Jay, have you've seen the artwork?
Is the top band of the bisexual pride flag, and her trousers are the middle band, which is more like a maroon color.
I see what you're talking about.
So she's bisexual. She's not
well, but this is the thing. The real version in the video game, those are the colors. But when you looked at the animated version, they lightened up their.
Worry about the game. The game is like the flag.
The reason why I'm talking about the animated version on competitive is because we're about to go review it. We have to actually pay attention to the animated version because we're about to go review it. We're about to go watch it. So it's the same character, but they definitely switched up the colors between the game version and the animated series that they're going to have running in the game to bridge storylines.
Well, we'll see if she gets out of bed and there's a man and a woman in the bed.
I don't really give a fuck. The whole thing is, I think enough people know what they tried to do with this that I don't know if it's a major turnoff for all gamers, but I do see that not a lot of gamers are going to buy this. I think later, like sooner rather than later, it'll be announced that it goes to Plus and then it may fizzle out.
I believe it will fizzle out 100%.
But I'm not hearing a lot of gamers saying, yeah, this is locked in. This is day one.
Everyone I see that's talking about it, they are saying.
I'm gonna go take a look at its trailer again.
Let me go see if this is either B or P, right? So
I don't really give a fuck.
That
it's just pretty obvious.
If it is bisexual, I think like that's perfectly fine.
So that you saw that the hair and the trousers
way of having some LGB representation, because some people are a bit kind of think that gays are controversial, and if you have a lesbian in it, then they think, oh, that's they don't seem to mind lesbians, but they seem to mind gays, which is kind of weird. right? But that's how a lot of people are.
Well,
And then if you then say,
uncompetitive.
well, we
Not
want
to go too deep in this.
include the transgender people, if we put one in there
Uncompetitive. You're gonna
correctly,
get me banned. Stop, man. It's not that deep. It's not that deep.
No.
All we're saying is that we see the representation, but they've done so much representation that the representation that they started this movement on isn't really actually represented. I think there's two black people, right? Let's say the representation really started for gays and African Americans, and then they spread to, okay, we do understand that there's different sexual orientations. There's also more races than African Americans. We want to make sure that Indians, Native Americans are represented. We want to make sure Asians are represented. We want to make sure that all types of races are represented, all types of sexual. So that's where we're at. And what I'm saying is this game is not just representing this person, you gave me the bisexual flag, right? Which, her hair, yes. Her trousers.
A middle band?
A little bit, but that darkish blue, I don't really see that unless that's her skin, but her skin's a lighter blue.
No, the blue's not there.
Yeah, the blue's not there, but the purple and that purple pink for her hair, that's there. So it's like, they did as much as they could to basically signal it, but like somebody said in the chat, they already did the pronouns, which I didn't really pay attention to. And I didn't even know they did it.
Well,
I didn't even know they did.
I didn't know they did the pronoun things. Somebody had said something, but I don't think it didn't pick up on my radar. But
are they Zer or something?
There's a lot of that. I don't know. I didn't get to review that because I just played the game.
You don't know what the pronouns are?
For them, no. I didn't play with enough characters. I didn't stay on the character select screen to see that. So probably what I'm going to do, we're going to go take a look at the animated series. Then what we're going to do is go search Concord pronouns. And hopefully we can check this segment out of our stream and then move on to the ChineJoy game trailers.
No problem about what they're doing here.
Yeah, bro. Look at the animated version of her though. They completely changed her colors.
Yeah.
You get what I was going for, right?
Would it be very difficult to reproduce that jacket she's wearing that's so-called iridescent in a cel-shaded artwork?
I thought it was going to be more cinematic. I didn't know it was going to be like a cartoon that bridges the story. But, I mean, if you got a small budget, I guess making it this like cel-shaded animated shit it makes sense for the story.
That's Tio, isn't it? That's the one I spent most of the time.
Yeah, well,
like the Captain America dude.
If this is what they were gonna do for a story, this is not gonna work out.
I know.
Well, actually, she's a furry, or she's Fae, right? Which is another thing, Zoomers are into.
There's another thing that pisses me off.
They think that they are some sort of magical character, like an elf or something, because they've got pointy ears and a tail. So there's all these things that are kind of like half animal, mythical being type things, and she's an alien, so she's probably not magical. She's just got these, she's still got a tail, right? So, she's got sharp, pointed teeth. That's interesting.
There's one thing that annoys me. What is it? What the name? The character naming is stupid. The character naming is stupid, bro. It's retarded. Who's gonna remember all these names? Like, these names aren't memorable. The characters aren't memorable. Nothing about this is memorable. Like, you see how I looked at the game 5 minutes last night and I remembered one character already. Oh, and Fade is another character. I remember more than one character than I remember in freaking Concord, because Concord, the characters' names aren't recognizable. It doesn't make sense.
Is it weird that I don't care about the characters at all?
I don't
No, it's not weird. No, it's not weird, because the characters aren't memorable. The characters aren't memorable. They're not likable, and knowing that it's a character based game, like that's not a good sign.
Well, when
That's
you
not a
played
good
the
sign.
demo, right?
The only one
And
that has a decent name is Soldier, and that's because he has a name. Other than that, the others are just like it's, and that's all I remember. Like it's because you obviously have it on screen,
Okay,
but
so
like
yeah, I
what?
mean, I know I've been out of touch for the last couple weeks. I've been on vacation. I've been doing a whole bunch. So it's kind of weird that you would expect me to notice stuff. I know a lot of you guys probably would expect me to notice stuff I didn't. I spent a good amount of time with Concord, but it was actually in game and not like reviewing interface and stuff like that. I wanted to try the game out and see if it was enough for me to switch my opinion back to day one, but it was
No,
not
no,
enough.
no. It's
So
not a
the
day one. It's
pronoun
only
things, I heard about it, but I had not really did any of my own research. And if I don't do my research, I'm not really going to talk about some of the stuff. So it does look like they did push pronouns in this game. And it does seem like it. Everybody that covered Sweet Baby Inc., they are talking about it. They did not like it. These are not small people. Like this guy right here, Ryan, he is big. He has 110,000 views on this video in 1 month. Like this is big things that, if you don't like this type of stuff in your game, people know that this game has this stuff. And because they know that this game has this stuff, it's on their don't support
you
list.
know, you know what's funny. You know what's funny though. You know what's funny. We know Overwatch has a fan base, right? You know we know all of this, right? But it was never pushed. You know what I found funny? A lot of people, a lot of PlayStation people have some of these people like saying, "Oh, everyone's hating it because it's a Sony. Everyone's hating it because it's Sony IP, and they just don't want it to succeed because of Overwatch." I'm like, that's not the reason. Here's the thing. If look at look at freaking as you mentioned, Helldivers. Helldivers was successful. Why? Because no one pushing an agenda. They just wanted to make a fun game. This they were pushing an agenda, nigga, and I don't like that. I don't like that shit. I'm telling you, I'm never gonna be forced to support a game I do not like. I'm never gonna be forced to support a game I do not like. Ever. Like they could have easily just made a simple competitive shooter, but they wanted a character based shooter so they could push their ideology on top of everybody, make you say this is okay. No, I'm not gonna say this is okay because I'm not gonna support it. I'm not gonna go to this game. No, I think this game is terrible. Listen, the shooting is phenomenal. I'll give them that 100%. The shooting is phenomenal. It's tight, it's receptive, and it's very smooth. The characters are horrible. The characters are disgraceful. It's terrible. It's awful. Character naming is awful. The character naming is terrible. You don't have no ultimates. And I guess that's for a reason because when you die in whatever moves you use, if you leave stuff on the map, they stay on the map. So like if you put health things on the map, they stay
So
on the
can
map.
I ask you guys a question? I know what you're talking about, True Idiom. I respect that. Where were the pronouns found? Did they like make it like fine print or something? Like where
I can tell
was,
you,
huh?
I can tell you.
Where was it found?
Well, I posted the article. That's not the one he's looking at because I don't look at him because he's a racist.
I
And
already know that.
there's an article from Accessibility UK, and they praise the accessibility of the controls, the fact that you can remap things if you've got certain motor difficulties for using a controller, and you can change around the buttons and stuff. And then they say you can make the text bigger and the subtitles bigger, all of that stuff. And then they say here, each of the game's cast playable heroes has character pronouns noted on the hero select screen. And while as
Oh,
expected, Most characters use he, him, or she, her. It was nice to see one character who used they, them, and another character whose pronouns were listed as undecided. While it feels slightly tropey that the undecided character is a mushroom, it was nice to see that in the roster of characters, including options such as robots, the they, them pronoun user was one of the human character options.
The beta isn't up, is it?
They, them means there's
The
non-binary.
beta is finished.
Okay, so it's got NBs in the game, which is fine. I'd sooner people were NBs rather than Ts. Okay. As far as I'm aware, there aren't any Ts in the game.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Okay.
I see it right. Somebody did a character. What's the name? It's right there. The robot, it say he, him. The robot, it says he, him.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's right there next to their class type.
BB-8 in Star Wars is male.
You see, here's the thing, bro. You didn't even have to do that, bro. That's right there. That just shows that they're trying to pander, and I'm like, I don't like that, bro.
You know, I mean,
we can see what gender they are. Why do you have to tell us that? Oh, it's a she, her, she, this. Why it's a he, him? It's undecided. I don't need to know that. It's a fucking game.
337 in Solo is female.
That's cool. We're about to hit up out of this segment, though, because we're already gonna get fucking banned. Yeah, you guys are. Because there's just things you can't talk about. But all I'm saying is I didn't know that they even had the pronouns. I heard it, but I didn't see it, and I can see, but I like that's small. Like, so it's not like the biggest deal because the font's not like super big, but it is fucking small. I don't think I was gonna catch that ever. I'd messed around with a couple of characters to put some armor on that I got, but I never did spot the he, him, she, the she, her. Oh yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I didn't catch the gender thing. But at least now I know where it's at. Yeah, I don't think it was needed. You already got the class type. You don't really need to like specify the gender of a fictional character. That's when you got kind of like going a little crazy. They're just a character, and specifically, no offense, these characters have not grown on anybody. I think the only character I give a fuck about is the Asian chick, because she has one of my favorite, fire powers. But other than that, like I could care less about any of the other characters. Like they are.
Okay, here's the thing. I like her, the Asian chick, but I don't know how to use her weapon. I'm never good at using her weapon at all.
I'm a little bit better, but she still has a learning curve. But yeah, this one right here. This is the only person I really thought was pretty cool.
Yo, Jay, someone in the chat said, "Yeah, this stream is fried. It's fried."
You said what?
Yeah, someone in the chat said, "Yeah, this stream is fried."
Yeah, the stream is definitely fried. I have to take that L. But long story short, I don't think it was needed to like. You already know what will tank a game, right? You saw like a prime example with Suicide Squad. Like whatever Suicide Squad did that gamers didn't like, you should do the opposite. And I feel like a lot of these game devs that created the type of games that we're not going to really like because of specific types of messaging, their games were made so many years ago that it's hard for them to change the entire essence of the game. And so they just have to deliver the game as is and hope that they do something. Sadly, we know how Sony treats failure. And if this game is a financial failure in any stretch of the word, this studio is getting shut down, and the game will be not supported for a very long time at all. So,
look at that other game that started off the gen, that demolition game, racing
Destruction
game.
All Stars, yes.
All that Destruction All Stars, all that promotion.
They tried. They definitely did try with the pandering in that game. but I don't think it was painfully obvious as this one.
It wasn't as obvious as this.
This one is pretty fucking obvious. Good luck. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna be supporting the game because I don't agree with what they're doing. But you know, good luck. You know, I got games to play. I'm definitely good. I'm stacked. I'm good. I can skip a good amount of fucking games. I can skip pretty much all the fucking games this year if I want to. My backlog is fucking great. I'm good. So, you know, I just don't think they needed to do that. I don't think they needed to do what I just saw. And I know I'm late as shit because most of the people were talking about this shit for like 2 weeks ago. But you know, I just wanted to see it with my own eyes before I pass judgment. I just don't feel like they needed to do much with that. Colin Moriarty had called the game generic. A lot of people have said the game was generic. When I started to play the game, I found that I like a character, but that doesn't mean I give a fuck about the character. So the Asian chick with fire, okay, cool character, right? Classic, like witch type. Like she's a witch, she can throw and manipulate fire. I thought that was pretty cool. Everybody else I could care less. I played with the army dude because he's like traditional military dude, and
yeah, he's like,
and then I didn't want to.
He's more like COD type character.
Exactly, and then I messed with the sniper chick, the black sniper chick, because I like to play a role as sniper, and I think those are only and then the brute. I played as the brute, and that's it.
Which one? Hold on, which one exactly?
The muscle bound one.
Oh, you're not talking about the robot one? Okay.
No, not
you mean Star Child.
Your Star Child. Star Lord, yeah.
Star Child.
So that's it. I mean, I wish them the best of luck, but I also wish that they would learn their fucking lesson. And when shit like this happens, don't come out and point fingers at people being bigots or anything. Just come out and admit that, hey, you kind of went a little too far. You did some stuff that people didn't really agree with, and I think all will be good and all be forgiven. But
here's the thing I'm so confused about, and then when the studios should get shut down, they complain. What are you making this game for? Because you're clearly not making a game for the gamers that you want to bring in. So who are you making it for? Because
you know who they're making it for. We talked about this, True Witty. We talked about what it means. Exactly, but that's where the saying "go woke, go broke." You make a game for a specific audience, but that audience doesn't like that medium. Example. Let me finish. This is an example. A specific audience may not like comic books. No matter how much you pander to that specific audience, they will never like comic books. They will also never like relatable mediums connected to comic books, say TV shows on a streaming service, or say a movie that you have to go out and see. So if they don't like the comics, they're not gonna like anything related to that comic, including maybe a video game, like a Suicide Squad. So you're pandering to a specific demographic, but they don't give two fucks about anything related to comics. So you're never gonna get them. You kind of turn off your already dedicated fan base. So you don't get them, but you don't get your fan base back, and what happens? You don't have anybody. That's go woke, go broke. You pander to people that never cared about you. You turn off people that are always there, and then you don't have either one of those those demographics showing up to support you, and you lose a lot of money.
Tell them, Jay.
So Suicide Squad is a perfect example of that. They lost over $200 million. But look at Harry Potter. They went against the grain. They brought the game out despite all the drama they tried to do with J.K. Rowling, and they ate platinum, not gold. They ate platinum. It was the best-selling game of last year, and it surpassed Call of Duty.
I ain't seen you in a minute, big dog.
It's been 85 years.
It wasn't been 85 fucking
years. It's been a
years.
fucking long ass time. Where the hell you been? And in those Game Pass caves.
Your notifications, and like when I go to your channel, right?
I saw you in the chat though. I saw you in the chat.
Yeah, like this when you started, like I saw it finally, and I'm like, I switched up my focuses and shit on my phone. Like I was not getting a notification. I don't see your lives on your channel. Like I go to subscriptions and I won't see it, and I'll be like, damn, like what the fuck? I thought, and then I know you said it
YouTube
was
doing
returning.
YouTube shit.
Yeah, so I saw it today, and I was like, wow, it came up. So Joy, but I was doing something right now, so I was like,
Listen,
why the fuck not? I finally got the notifications. By the way, fuck all of that woke shit, man. Like I respect everybody, like decision making and how they want to live their life and all that shit. But honestly,
that's fine, but
they
Let him
force
finish. Let him
something.
finish, cause he haven't been here in a while. Let him finish.
he's correct what he was about to say because I know Trudy very well. Um, remember, I know we have the real life, right? And people like to relate to shit in games because it's their getaway. But when you make games that reflect too much of real life, you lose that escape between this world and this world. Trying to make that shit one is only leads to people getting turned off. Like Jay said, you pissed off your already fan base that's right there, and then you can't draw on the new ones. What happens? The game fails. So does the studio. Then you get less. Then you get less originality. You get less output because think about it. I know y'all heard that rumor. I think fucking Blue Point or Ben Studio, one of them working on some Sahara type game like a RPG or something like that. I saw it yesterday and I was like, see, that's fucking original. It really is. Forspoken is the original. That game as well, but look how you treated Forspoken. I mean, it wasn't
There
that
we
good.
go.
It was good, but not that good. Like Final Fantasy and some shit. But like the point I'm saying is support the games for the devs. Listen to the consumers. To remember, without us, y'all don't have a job. Just a
Y'all don't have
reminder.
nothing.
I know they have something. They have ideas. They have skills. They have
No,
capabilities.
what I mean is you're right. What I mean is you're right. If they don't have the consumers, they don't have nothing.
Right.
Because the consumers are the only reason you have a job.
Yeah. Like it's almost like you have employees at a job. Like without the employees, the employers become the employees. Simple. But I don't want to say it like. I mean, I can say it the hard way, like Sakima would like, nigga, my money gives you a job and finances your living. It's kind of like we're paying their taxes. And
But that's not false though. That is true.
that's the
If I
truth.
don't buy your game, if I don't buy your game, you're not making any money.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if no one buys your game and you are now losing a lot more money than you put into it.
Mhm.
So it's an overall loss, which means you're losing money. You're not than what you put into it, which
I
means
look,
you are gonna be broke if eventually if you keep going down this path, because no
mhm.
one is supporting you.
I'm look at the title of the stream and it's talked about China Hero Project. I just saw something about, I think, the boss of that over there, like the director of that. And I'm looking at that. I'm like, look how much fucking talent is overseas. Look how many games came out already. Like, I remember they were saying this. Remember last year we were all
Hold
on the
on.
podcast. Huh?
Oh no, Henrik says he's leaving Jay. He's telling you about Jay.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay, Henry. I'll see you next time, man. Thanks for stopping by.
All right. Remember last year when we was on this same fucking podcast and we were saying, oh, since they delayed games out of 2023, Sony was gonna have a sparse year this year. Do you know how many exclusives came out for the PS5 this year? From like first and second party?
All enough, a lot.
20 fucking six. 26 already. That's priced from $30 to $70. 26 of them. Now I want y'all to let that sink in. 26. That's not on. Well, there's one on PC Helldivers. But other than that, but 25 locked to PS5 for now. 26. I want you to read that very last comment. It says those China games have better gameplay than Koei Tecmo, and he's absolutely correct. Listen, bro.
Hey, Hey, but you know what though?
Not
Koei
standard.
Tecmo's engine is old, and I don't think I don't know why they don't upgrade it, but that's their problem. Their engine is old. Their tech is old.
Yeah, I want
They need an update.
I want to say something else real quick. We have to respect as gamers, and it's over for us because we play games. But since we are the consumers, we are responsible for each other's coming together to support games that are good. I don't give a fuck what casual or hardcore gamer. We really need to appreciate them Asian countries. Because first off, the video games jumped off because of the Asian countries. Japan,
Yep.
more specifically, a Japanese company saved the gaming industry. Nintendo. Another Japanese country pushed it further. Sony. That same one legit made exclusives matter, along with Nintendo. That's Japanese. I'm really happy for what I see. That's why sometimes you don't see me. I'm just gaming and working. Like I Jay talk about backlog. I'm like, I just told you 26 games and only did 23 of them I finished. I have 3 left to finish. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, what's up, Cedric? I'm just like, bro, look how much fucking games they got. I don't like Concord, honestly. Like, but I get the concept. It's actually pretty dope, but I don't like it. It reminds me of
What is your thoughts on Concord? I don't think
I think
I've heard
Concord,
you say.
the idea behind it is fucking dope. Honestly, like it's a mix of ideas. One also includes Overwatch, which I
Yeah,
think is pretty cool, like the character development and everything. Also similar to like Apex Legends, like when
Yeah.
each has a like how you call it, like identity for each character and special skill. That I like, but
I think the bones are good.
uh,
The bones of it are good. Like the design behind it is good.
yeah, it's excellent. Yes, it is. But it reminds me of like Destruction All Stars, where they try to be ambitious on an idea, but don't have a base or a foundation to build upon. Remember, these are new games. We got to build a fan base based off that style, and then introduce that game. So I feel like this game is going to fall off, and it's not going to be as long lasting as like Helldivers because it's like there's no incentive to like keep me here. Why am I here? You don't. You have to ask. So why am I playing this game? Just like Destruction All Stars. Kind of like what's the game? Crackdown 3.
Oh wow.
It's not as disrespect or like to shade Xbox, right? Because can't lie, last gen they had a lot of fucking games and they did better than PS4 for the first 3.5 years, in my opinion. Right?
Yeah.
These games nowadays don't have that. I know why I'm playing this aspect. You have to literally think. Sometimes you play it to try. Oh yeah, these people said it's good, but what do you say? And they're not grasping people, nigga. If we could, like, there's more people playing Sea of Thieves on the PS5 than Concord.
Which is actually kind of funny that there's so many people playing Sea
I'm
of Thieves
not
on PS.
like I don't stop my slander of Sea of Thieves since 2022 because honestly that shit nice though. Like even like on the Xbox, like it don't look as best as the PS5 version, but it plays the same. That shit nice. That and No Man's Sky. So those type of games,
But
you're like that shit is dope now. Can't even lie. Yes, you heard it live on live stream. This is my voice. That is actually a very decent game. Now, very fun.
it's funny that they made it better on PS5. Why would they do that to them to themselves?
Why? Because I don't
Yeah.
think you realize when JTech speaks, he says things for future that you already like a question you have. He already saying telling you the answers. When you piss off or don't have your established fan base, you try to draw in new people. Once you hook those new people with a reason, they will stay and your foundation already is added on to the new people, you have a successful game. The PC pushed Sea of Thieves. The Xbox eventually started to push Sea of Thieves as well. They brought it to PS5, and look at that shit. It's simultaneously a hit, like Cuphead. Unlike Titanfall 2, like that. They put it there so it could last. Because PS5, we buy the games. But when it comes to it, these games like Concord, Destruction All Stars, they need a life, identity. Don't make them like an Xbox.
I just want to say, man, you know how long I've been here when it comes to multiplayer games and between failure and success, and I don't see success. Helldivers got so much success that any other PlayStation first-party IP multiplayer game, co-op or competitive, has a lot to contend with, and this game fucked itself.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't need to do any of that stuff that it did that they know people didn't want. They knew people didn't want that in their game, and they did it anyway.
Any fucking way.
Do they really deserve success? Spitting in the face of gamers that told you we don't want that shit in our game no more. We just rejected Suicide Squad, and you gonna go and do it anyway? Nah, bro. That's disrespectful. You will not get my money.
I would say this. This game was probably in development for a while before Suicide.
They could have changed that. They could have took a lot of stuff out.
Oh no, they could have changed.
They could have changed colors. They could have changed the little designs afterwards. They could have got some day one outfits to change to kind of like get rid of some of that stuff that they're trying to do. No, it was like, nah, we're gonna keep it as is. You guys are just gonna deal with it and love it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling about it. By the way, I did. We gotta go pivot real quick because big shout out to Spartan because you're talking about the greatness of PlayStation. But let's go pivot. Let's go pivot.
Uh-oh.
You already know what it is.
Which one?
You already know what it is.
Already on this.
Because the movie I saw yesterday, y'all have no fucking idea.
Which one?
How much this game is going to mean to the survival of the gaming industry.
Which
Wolverine?
Because what you said, pivot, I was like, oh shit, which one? Because I knew it. I fucking knew it, bro. I fucking knew it. Man, I done seen Bad Boys. I done seen Inside Out 2. I done been on the road, man. Like, what movies? See what happens when you have a girlfriend? Man?
That was my first, but see, yeah, I know. But that was my first movie. This was like, like me, I was like, well, they're doing a lot of digital stuff, and the movies are going digital real quick. I did want to go see Bad Boys with my mom and my sisters and shit. We just were so busy with, with my brother going
shit, dope
on Canada and shit.
Different niggas fucking the Wolverine trips. Movie, and y'all might want to go see it.
That movie is 10 out of 10. That is a must fucking see.
Honestly, the storyline and the writing in that movie is how a lot of developers should write their games.
And it reminds me a lot of Insomniac, especially with the Easter eggs. The sheer volume of Easter eggs were fucking crazy, bro.
Do not tell them.
I ain't gonna tell them nothing. I'm just saying, like, they had tons of fucking Easter eggs. The only other person I know that put that much Easter eggs in anything, if you can switch on over to the gaming industry, was Insomniac. Mm-hmm. And they've been doing it for years. They've been doing Easter eggs since Jak and Daxter. Ratchet and Clank. They would have Jak and Daxter shit and Ratchet and Clank. Spider-Man 2018 and Spider-Man 2 had a shitload of Easter eggs from different Marvel heroes and characters.
Do not go on that route. All I'm gonna say is the MCU That's just gonna pay more into gaming than I thought.
It is, and what's funny is the fact that Sony has the rights to Spider-Man, Wolverine, and X-Men going forward. They got, bro. I'm telling you, I know people was like, "Oh, nah, Call of Duty got me a lot." Well, we'll see about that in the future because Marvel's about to get back on the horse, and whoever has the rights to Marvel games,
Cedric,
that's all I'm gonna say, man.
You really gotta pay attention because this literally, especially the little sarcastic jokes, they literally telling you a lot. Because remember, Ryan Reynolds is signed as a contract with Columbia Pictures. Who owns Columbia Pictures?
Sony.
Okay. This one, I would just tell you one thing only: X-Men, Wolverine and himself, Hulk. Because remember, Fox is own you. They can make shit with the Hulk in it. You know. I'm just gonna tell y'all one thing: those ain't the only 3. Them niggas have the rights too. So it's not just X-Men marketing, Spider-Man. That is the fucking MCU. Like, I don't think you realize, like, the last message in the chat says Sony needs to buy Marvel games from Disney. Bro, that is $18 billion. Like, I already know, like, I wanted to see who in the chat was going to get it. Because that's literally what they're trying to do. They're literally partnering with Disney for the rights to it and trying to bar the studio who fucking owns the rights to it. As nobody's seeing, so they're using fucking the Warner Brothers shit as a way to coerce Disney to like, oh, we're gonna make fucking DC shit too. Don't even have the rights to Batman, the games. So all I'm gonna say is y'all gotta go see that Wolverine and Deadpool movie because I thought X-Men Origins, the movie and the game, gave Easter eggs, but man.
Did you see what they did for marketing on Twitter where, you know that picture where Wolverine from the cartoon is looking at that picture frame? The fact that they recreated that with the Wolverine from that shit, bro. I'm gonna put that up on screen in a little bit, guys. Yeah, it's just like Ryan Reynolds is so much of a fan of Marvel just like us, and that's why Deadpool Wolverine is just the perfect movie. It is so fucking perfect.
Bro, that nigga's an asshole because he be spoiling shit in the movie, and I'm like, yo, bro, what? I had a white lady next to me, and she was like, "This, you play games too? Don't worry about what I do."
Game Pass.
Man, bro, that movie off the chain.
Hold on, man. I almost got it.
You putting it on the screen?
Yeah.
Did you see it in IMAX?
No, I didn't. You fucking
Or you smell?
I smell all the time. They call me Smellman.
Especially in the summer.
Especially in the summer. Wait, what?
Why she keep waking up, bro? Take her ass to sleep.
Here we go. Oh, that's Discord. I forgot we got Discord now. Let me see. I put it over in the PSLOG. So that iconic meme where Wolverine is looking at the picture frame, they actually recreated that. And I was so excited when they created, because at first I thought it was AI. I was like, oh, it's definitely fucking AI. It's definitely AI. And it wasn't. I was like, bro, they really recreated that and it wasn't AI. I was like, bro, this marketing is on a whole nother fucking level. Obviously, Deadpool was doing the fucking same thing.
Oh yeah, some shit, bro.
But that shit was so fucking cool, bro. It's like they see us. They're self-aware, and that's what I really love about Deadpool. He's so aware about what we love and also about what we don't love. And they made so many jokes about Disney getting shit wrong that Disney has no fucking choice but to get shit right again.
They won't.
And I know they won't, but just maybe they understand that they need to get shit right. Maybe. Oh, fucking Wolverine, bro. That shit was fucking fire, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Spider-Man 2.
That was
Alternate
fire.
levels level up to gain new suits.
Somebody in the chat said, "Add me, Jay. I just started gaming."
You want me to
Bro,
block
what
you?
the
That doesn't sound suspicious at all.
heck?
But he's
Just started
also,
gaming,
but he's also a
bro.
member.
It's a new student.
No, he's just trolling. If you have a PSN, I'll indulge you and I'll add you on PSN. We're live, so you know. Other than that,
50-year-old man somewhere.
other than that, yeah.
Yo, y'all know who Rob Delancey is?
Heard the name before, but I don't know who he is.
Ron DeSantis?
No.
God damn it!
That's the
No.
only one I know.
Kick this guy out.
Rob Delaney. Him.
Rob
Oh, isn't that
Delaney,
from
the
Always
comedian,
Sunny?
Yeah.
Philadelphia?
the white dude.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm.
I think it is.
You see him, right?
You talking about Delaney, the comedian, right?
That's correct.
That's not his first name.
No, right. You see him, right?
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
All right.
Well, he was like Paul, the sidekick guy, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm. Do y'all remember the movie Zombieland?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's Peter. Peter.
Y'all know
Peter.
that dude? You know that dude Paul Wernick? Learn that name because that's the dude involved with a lot of shit. You know, like Big Brother and Deadpool and shit, right?
I mean, I remember these people.
I want you to remember those two names because both of them niggas are involved with CBS. Remember, CBS is going to be acquired by Sony. That's a partnership with Walt Disney. I just want y'all to remember these people are writers for not just films but games, TV, like Tom and Jerry and all that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want y'all to realize how deep fucking Sony, Disney, Marvel games.
Okay, what? Okay, you be talking like Dr. Manhattan, which I just got finished watching Watchmen. You're talking about Sony about
They're
to get
making a new film
CBS.
studio.
Sony about to buy CBS. Like, how far in the future are you predicting?
Like about to overcome that since they're Japanese, so Columbia Pictures will have to do it because they're the American branch. So probably in the next 3 years.
We'll talk about it then.
All right.
It's too far.
But,
it's too far. But
they're
I'll remember.
making
I'll remember.
a studio together.
Yeah.
They're making a new studios together, and it's literally shareholders with Sony, Marvel, as Marvel Games are involved in the film now, even though they're separate from Marvel Films, Walt Disney and CBS. They're going to make a new film studio next year.
Okay.
In November.
Do you got like a link or confirmation so we can like have?
I went to a fucking meeting last year.
Okay, we got I can't do that, and people like take my word for it because then they got to ask me for a source, and then I'm gonna say my source is fucking Spartan, and then Spartan, you can't give away your source. I can't do that. I know you be talking about shit like far in the future, and sometimes it come out, but we actually gotta have to wait 3 years for it to actually be real to talk about. I can't really like do that.
Next year. Now, yesterday, right? I went to Manhattan. I went to a concert. Right after there was a meeting, literally from 9:30 to 11:45 at the Sony Theater by Times Square.
I know that. I know about that.
Right? Their stock went down to $91.25 on Tuesday, and they had a shareholders meeting.
I was going to say that's an easy way to make some money.
And it certainly is. That's why I've been involved in a stock for the last fucking 11 years. Oh no, 2012 October. Yes, 11 years. 12 years in October.
Dude, but did you make a lot of bank during the PS3 era? You know, because that's when they were at their lowest.
Honestly, they resurged in 2012. So, you know, Kaz, he did some things. So that's when I did it, when they were still at their lowest. During the PS4 era, though, God damn, because remember, as shareholders, you get shit on merchandise too, depending on what they sell, like toys and shit.
Oh,
so,
right,
right. I definitely did. And I'm going to tell you the specific time when I did it was in 2016. I don't know, remember when Destiny the Taken King came out?
Mm-hmm.
And the logo they had and shit on the white PS4? That, or 2014 actually. because Destiny 2 had the white PS4 with the Pro and shit. That shit made me money because I started to sell them shit back for like $400. It was a ripoff, but you know, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, but it was the real thing. Yeah. So yes, definitely made it. This is why I said it to you because one, Sony not gonna strike the channel because that was a public shareholders meeting. So you get.
I'm not talking about striking. I'm just talking about. Okay, I'm gonna explain this to you again. I've said this to you before. You give me info, good info, juicy info, really interesting info. I talk about info. Somebody say, man, where you hear that from? I say, I heard it from Spartan. If they can get a hold of you, Spartan, can you give away your sources? That could be believed. Oh. Then somebody else takes that story from you, even though they heard it from me. It's the whole thing, man. That's why I'll wait for certain news to be so tangible that when I report it, I could say, yeah, I got it from here. This is my source. Obviously, by that time, most of everybody has it. But that's just the way I operate on safety because I'll be that one nigga that they literally say where you heard it from or they don't believe. Like, you know, like a MBG, that nigga can make anything up and be believed. But I don't have that luxury to do that. I actually have to show homework. So I can't really run with any of the stuff you say because it's so far in the future that most people are just not gonna believe it.
Jay, I've known you since you was Pyro, bro.
Yeah, I know. And I know you be giving me good shit and the shit be happening, but it just be so far in the future that I don't have anything I can share with anybody for them to believe the shit I'm saying. I'm hearing it from you, but I still gotta do my homework. It's like you remember the teachers in school? They were like, don't use a calculator. We want you to do all the work. We want you to put this, and this, and this. You know, it takes the fun out of it if you use a calculator. I can't do that.
You mentioned something though. A little under 10 minutes ago, you said about the MCU and Sony having marketing, right?
Oh yeah, for X-Men, X-Men and Wolverine and all that stuff.
You also said people say, "Oh, Call of Duty's gonna do this and everything." I'm glad you said that. I want you to keep that in mind, and I want all of y'all to keep in mind what the fuck he just said, because there's also Easter eggs in that shit based off the logo of the X being used. I don't know if y'all saw the commercial about his claws going missing and Byron and Mentium and shit.
Oh yeah.
I don't think y'all realize there's people at Sony that deals with people in Disney, like that went from studio to studio, and the animation part is referenced to chips. I don't think y'all realize the commercials about chips with Deadpool and everything. Remember when the PS5 has shortages and they said Sony bought up all the chips and they had priority and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Even though they waited until it was like, they didn't wait until RDNA 2 was fully available. Did you not keep that in the movie? I was like, because I know the history. So Sony reaching shit and making little jokes because they got to deal with Disney. I thought that was funny about chips, family, DNA. Like, that was referenced in literally 5 minutes for that whole period of time. There's a lot of Easter eggs in that movie, and I really want y'all to see. And as gamers, I want you to have your tinfoil hat on because a lot of shit y'all think is actually in that movie. The PlayStation is referenced twice in the movie. Twice. 45-minute mark, because I rewatched it this morning at the 45-minute mark, and then the hour and 26-minute in the mark. That's
in the Wolverine?
And Wolverine. The PlayStation is mentioned twice.
Text me in the DMs on the first one when it was mentioned. Because I watched that movie once yesterday, but I didn't catch that.
You didn't catch that. I did.
Just say it. Just say it. Just text it to me in a DM, and it'll probably trigger a memory.
Pre-recorded and send it to you.
Yeah. Do that. Do that.
Gay, bro.
Back to this. Wolverine is so hot right now. It's hotter than Call of Duty. And whoever has access to anything related to Wolverine is they sit on goldmine. Sony having rights to do the Wolverine video game, no matter if it was already leaked or not, this shit is big. This is big that Sony has the rights to do the Wolverine video game. You guys have no idea. Like, I think a lot of people didn't understand how big of a deal this was. It was a big deal when we first saw the announcement. And then it got leaked. And then it's like, oh, it went quiet. But now, after this fucking movie just did what it did, Sony is looking at the investors. They are looking at Insomniac. They're going to be talking to them already. Get your shit together and get the game out.
That's exactly what they're doing.
Get your shit together and get the game out. We got to piggyback on this fucking hype. Get your shit together and get the game out. I would not be surprised if we see gameplay this year.
I'm gonna remain silent because I can actually give you the answer to that. But
because you already know I've been looking at gameplay for a long time. Because these dudes on PC still sharing it like it ain't nothing. They ain't even taking that shit down no more. I'm about to go look at another little video real quick. Goobity goop.
I propose you Wolverine right now. The fact that this is actually a Deadpool movie. This is not a Wolverine movie. This is Deadpool and Wolverine. This is the sequel. This is the third Deadpool movie that was supposed to be out 5 years ago. So, people are missing that. This is a resurgence of Deadpool as well. That's why Hugh Jackman is there. And Ryan Reynolds is there. And why Ryan Reynolds is on to Columbia Pictures. Are people not seeing that they want to make a Deadpool game as well? Like, are y'all missing that?
Oh, shit. Yeah, see, you know, that's a fucking mind blown moment right there. For somebody to say, hey, I'm pinning a Deadpool fucking video game. Oh my God. That'll be some crazy shit. Whoever gets the rights to that. And guess what? It'll never be Xbox. They'll never get the rights to Deadpool ever.
Can I say an anti-spoiler?
No.
Well, an anti-spoiler.
I don't care. No, man. Oh God, bro. No. I said no. So if you go on and do it anyway, that's on you. They could get mad at you. But I'm no. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I say something that's not in the film. If I say something that's not in the film that was thought to be in the film, and everyone was angry about being in the film, and I can say no, it's not in the film.
Wait, what you said?
What's not in the film? Uncompetitive. Tell us what's not in the film.
Everyone thought that She-Hulk would be in the film. She's not.
No, we already knew that though. We knew she got cut from the game.
Will be in the film, and she's not.
Yeah, they both got cut. Everybody know that shit from like 3 months ago. I'm telling you, bro. There was like a couple of content creators. One specifically I was watching with like lots of rumors and shit talking about the fallout and talking about how Ryan didn't want to do that and didn't have them in there. He didn't want to do interviews with The View. He didn't want to do interviews with Jimmy Kimmel. That's why Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds took over the Jimmy Kimmel show that night, and Jimmy Kimmel was nowhere to be seen, quote unquote.
Oh, you paid attention, Jay.
Yeah. So all of the shit that I was watching was talking about actually came true. She-Hulk, Captain Marvel wasn't in the
Jimmy Fallon would work with those two, but Jimmy Kimmel's a fucking arsehole.
Yeah, well, exactly. Jimmy Fallon did work with him, but when it came to Jimmy Kimmel, that night that Hugh and Ryan Reynolds was there, Jimmy Kimmel wasn't there suspiciously.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds never had the interview with The View, and you know, like you said, She-Hulk and Captain Marvel was cut out of that shit because, as we already know, they didn't see eye to eye.
But it was filmed.
Yeah, it was filmed, and maybe one day somebody dig it up and catch the shit.
Put it on like DVD extras or something.
I hope not, because nobody.
I stayed right to the end, past the credits. There's a bit at the end of the movie. Did you see that as well?
Yeah.
Competitive stop now.
I saw it.
I saw it. What happens?
Look, man, I'm not like everybody else. I will always stay to the end of the movie. Like I'm never not gonna stay. Cause you never know with Marvel. You never know. You gotta stay. You gotta stay until the screen go black with Marvel because sometimes they have 2 after credits.
Exactly.
I don't even know what y'all about.
I always leave.
Bro. That meeting was fucking enlightening, bro.
That one Easter egg that was in the movie that we thought we knew who it was, but it wasn't that person, and it ended up being somebody else. That right there, mind fucked everyone, and I love it. That was good. That was good fun, bro. They really did some fucking wild shit with the cameos in this fucking movie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They hit all cylinders on that shit. Good movie.
That's disrespectful because I know niggas is mad.
You say what?
I said I know niggas is mad, bro, when they think, oh, they make up shit on the internet and then it don't happen, then they get mad.
Ain't nobody mad about She-Hulk not being in there. The fuck? People, wait up. Sam, you're telling me people actually were mad that She-Hulk wasn't in this?
Yes, bro. I was in the theater, and when the credits came, motherfuckers was in there like, "Where the fuck is She-Hulk?" I gotta go sit to another crappy movie. I was like, "Oh wow, all of that."
What? That's an integral character.
Whoa.
Who the fuck wants to see? You know what, man? Those people are not important to the fandom. That's all I'm gonna say. Disregard them.
It was a Dutch guy that was visiting from the Netherlands. So
that kind of makes sense then. Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know. He got cursed out twice, and then he got asked to leave. But the movie was over, so they banned him from.
He got cursed out after it finished.
He got cursed out during the movie, but twice by a group of women. You know, because like you have people with kids, and you're saying fucking crappy movie and all of that when his kids are around. So they told him to leave, but the movie was over. When when people come in, like I go to the Alamo, so like you know how you press the thing and they come take your order. Somebody pressed that shit and they complained about him, so it was like you have to leave. When they came to tell him he had to leave, the movie was over, and he was in the middle of saying fucking crappy movie, so they told him he can never come back.
Why did he stay to watch the whole thing? That's pretty dumb.
Well, because he thought She-Hulk was in it.
Wow.
I will say one thing that the Wolverine video game now has to put a lot more suits in it than what I've already seen from the leaks. They clearly have to put the Deadpool Wolverine suit in there, but they also have to put like at least 10 to 12 additional suits again from the ones that I've already seen leaked, which are a good amount. But they gotta give it the Spider-Man treatment. They probably gotta have at least I would say at least 30 suits. Almost at least. And when they're done, free content, add-on, shit like that. Gotta have at least 30 suits.
You want to see Wolverine gameplay this year, man?
Yeah, we definitely seeing it this year. And it don't matter if it was leaked last year because it's just so hot right now, this shit's gonna sell. So they do what they need to do, show the gameplay, get the pre-orders open, and make that money, bro. Make that money before this hype fizzles out. Cause man, that was some good. Like I saw him say, that was some good shit, bro.
When the box office hits 600 million, they're gonna relaunch it in theaters.
Oh yeah,
and it's gonna be in special theaters, like how Broadway have theaters, like in New York. They put it in there as well. I told you there was a lot said in that meeting yesterday.
Well, I mean, this is the thing when you not talking about that meme, you're talking about just Comic-Con. Marvel doesn't really have anything immediately lined up. Like Deadpool is the only real pillar that's holding Marvel up until next year when Fantastic Four comes out. So they don't really have anything.
Marvel films, right?
Do they have anything else this year besides Deadpool?
You talking about Marvel films, right?
Well, just Marvel anything. Marvel like live action, like Agatha, the Agatha Harkness, whatever. That nobody cares about that shit. I might watch it, but I probably won't.
Yeah, you're gonna watch it.
Yeah. The Deadpool shit is coming out next year, right? Or is it coming out this fall? The Deadpool? Not Deadpool, sorry. Daredevil.
Next year, I think.
That's next year? Okay. Blade doesn't have a date. It's probably getting canceled. Let's see. There's nothing Hulk related. There's nothing X-Men related.
Dude, they're redoing Blade again, I think, aren't they?
They're redoing the redo of the Blade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the 6th time.
Speaking of that, they're still trying to get Wesley Snipes to come back, but they just erased the shit with him, so I don't think he's going for that.
It's gonna be funny. You already know what, but it's funny. It's
He's
just
a funny character for some reason.
Yeah, but it's some funny business going on. That's all I'm gonna say. It's some funny business. It's some funny business, bro.
It's the same what it is.
Yeah.
When you say me.
Yeah, it's some funny business with that. But I think Deadpool Wolverine is just it's gonna be so pivotal for Marvel, obviously, because they don't really have anything meaningful that's gonna make money for them. Did you see how quick they had Deadpool Wolverine in the Disney parks? Did you see those videos where there was like they have the attraction, the Marvel attraction, and they already have Deadpool, somebody walking around as Deadpool and the current Wolverine. And I was like, wow, that was quick. I mean, there's some really good videos out there of them, like the banter and stuff, reading fucking Disney stories, him and Wolverine. I think it's dope. But it's like, wow, y'all motherfuckers, yeah, as much as y'all don't like that type of stuff, you liking it now because it's printing money. Gotta start backtracking on that pandering business. Call it the pandering business. Let's continue with the stream. We're gonna go segue over here to the ChineJoy 2024. That is racist. Goobity goop.
Yeah, stop that, Trudy.
Yeah, Trudy, stop that. They had a big Astrobot statue there. That was pretty cool. He's definitely the center of attention this year.
It's gonna save Japan.
Japan.
Well, I'm sorry, China.
Maybe a new Conquer will fail.
Motherfucker, Astrobot.
Making one game like every 5 years now for Japan.
Up there playing Hell Divers. Diving into hell. What?
Man.
No, that's them LGB and the.
You notice
Yeah,
it now.
that
Look at
over
that
there,
shit
huh?
in that crowd, though, two-way. None of that shit over there. They don't have none of that in the crowd over there. None of that.
Good.
No, nobody wearing no rainbow flag. Nobody doing none of that. No hair colors, none of that.
Hey.
China don't play. They don't play.
They're not crazy like us.
You say something?
Was that true?
Yeah, Trudy. What do you say?
Not Cougar, but Cocoa Puffs.
I know you are. Let's go take a look at some of those trailers they showed over there. PlayStation ChineJoy Day 2. Oh, they had some cosplay.
Oh, how did Lost Souls Aside look?
It looked amazing from what I saw on Twitter, but I have to go back and look at it. Wait up.
Okay, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I heard it was good. Somebody sent me a link. I think it was Lucci Sky sent me a link.
Hallelujah.
And yeah, they had cosplay of. They had somebody dressed up as Kratos. They had a Helldiver over there, and they had Astrobot dressed up as Kratos dressed up as Astrobot, and then they had the big Astrobot. So PlayStation is definitely aware of what is hot. They didn't have any Aloy. They didn't have any other females characters cosplayed from their promotion of PlayStation. These are the ones that they had, and that is really, really good for us to know that they acknowledge what gamers actually like so far from PlayStation. Yeah, I see Kratos Atreus, a Helldiver, and then a Kratos version of Astrobot. I don't see any Aloy. I think they're going to take a step back on Aloy for a while.
That was an ass. Isn't Horizon their best-selling IP?
Yeah, but favorably, for some reason, people that like Elden Ring didn't want to go back and buy such an amazing game. I did my part. I'm not saying it's not good. You know how much I love that game. But for some reason, we can't get the rest of the gamers to feel that same way. They said it sold good. But I know it didn't sell good enough. because there's a whole demographic of gamers that decided to get their ass whooped in a game that they could never beat, that don't look like it should be a next gen title, but you know they skipped the real true next gen title. So gotta make that make sense to me, Sam, and I can't make heads or tails of it.
Well, you know, it's a trendy type of game.
Yeah, but they can't beat the game, bro. That's the thing. You decided to buy a game you can't beat versus a game that you can beat.
No one on Twitter is crying to the developers that it's too difficult.
Yeah, didn't they say Miyazaki's not even good at games?
Oh, that's illegal.
Yeah, they did. But he also said he doesn't play his games anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Wait up, they had a Helldivers statue section? I gotta go pause that. Hold on, man. Let me go do it the easy way. Y'all be telling me to do this shit.
Yeah, this conference looks so cool.
Yeah, it did. Oh, that's fast. That's fast.
The closest thing we'll get to freaking E3.
Say something, buddy.
Is that Game Pass looking, Jay?
Well, I gave my Game Pass subscription to True Witty, so we gotta figure that out soon.
You're gonna miss out on that greatness.
Well, wait up. Go look at that Helldiver. That's all yellow Helldiver cosplay they got, bro. They really was out there. They got the Helldiver statue section over there. Oh man, they know what's hot. I like that PlayStation in this little event, they acknowledge they know what the fuck was actually hot. Yep, they acknowledge what their strong suits were at present. You know, I'm not saying Horizon ain't good. It definitely did really good, but right now, currently, they know exactly what's strong right now. Mm-hmm. And that's a really good thing, because I feel like in so many ways, Sony has been so out of touch with what the fuck we are asking them for, what the fuck we like. So to see this, especially in China, it's a big deal. At least people can shut the fuck up. Like, oh, Sony don't do events. Yeah, Sony do events that they want to do. They don't need to do all these fucking events. It can be strategic because they already won United States. They won the UK. They don't need to keep going to these fucking events to remind people who they are. Everybody knows who PlayStation is. It's nice to see them get out and flex their muscles, though. I love that. But you gotta be strategic, and they're very strategic right now. Hey, we want to continue to gain some footing in China, and we're gonna do an event over here.
Indeed.
Astrobot gonna do some big numbers, man. I'm hearing really, really, really good things about Astrobot.
Think it'll sell more than Horizon?
I want to say easily. Wow. Unless there's some mystery fucking Elden Ring game that comes out around that time. You know?
I thought this community was all about violence.
I already pre-ordered mine. I'm good. I'm ready.
All right.
But I've heard a lot of journalists that played it. They say it's one of the funnest, the best games they played all year.
I'm not questioning if it'll be good. I'm just wondering if this community is going to support it.
I don't know, man. I gotta say I don't know, because I'm so out of touch with who the fuck is over here now and what the fuck they like, and I wish I knew, and I thought I did, but I don't, and that's a problem, because that means PlayStation can come out with one of the best games ever and the shit don't sell the way you know it should sell, because not even us know the fuck these other people that own a PlayStation 5 actually like. Besides, like Call of Duty, Madden, Need for Speed, and Assassin's Creed and shit like that.
JayTech, they don't even know what they like.
Yeah, I know, right? Except for the high casual games that always sell. Because obviously they're buying them. Oh, sorry. Did I say Madden? I said Madden and college football this year. Definitely on that.
They got to remember, at the height of PlayStation popularity, yeah, I might say Sony don't pop out, but I got to remind people every single time. PlayStation is a pillar in gaming. A, meaning one, there's other fucking people in the gaming industry. You have to keep your audience happy because people do play favoritism. So if their favorite game comes from Ubisoft, EA, or Activision, and they're just seeing your game, they're gonna say, "Fuck you, man! I'm gonna go play this game." You gotta play nice. That's why they strategically put out games at a certain time so everybody can prosper. So once they get their little fun out, they can buy my game. Is it really that hard to understand fucking business?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It is very difficult because they don't listen. They don't seem to get it.
Like, bro, like
It's an attention
you
span
say
thing.
all the time, without PlayStation, most of these companies wouldn't exist. Without these companies building up, solely PlayStation wouldn't exist like it does. It goes hand in hand. So why would you want them to appear out and put out games and flood the market? That's inflation that causes crashes. And if none of y'all know the fucking Great Depression, it doesn't work out in our favor. We will lose.
But what if Game Pass was in the Great Depression? Wouldn't it like be the best deal in gaming?
No.
Oh,
actually,
okay.
Why would it? Because remember, this is monthly.
Hey, what's the shooting game with the sword and shit? What is this?
Saints Row, the third floor.
It's got the shooting, and it got the sword and shit.
Yo,
are they doing like a montage of other games? They're just doing a montage. Okay, they're doing a montage.
That's what I think Concord what it's going to be. That's what I thought.
They showed some very flashy games, but I expect that from ChineJoy and the Korean market. I just want dates. The God Slayer. That sounds like a cool game. What's this all about?
I mean,
like God of War?
Like Godfall? No games, but God.
I know they about to. There's about to be a lot of fucking Dark Souls clones. I just know that shit. This one looks cool. I like the side scroller.
Everybody is. Like, bro, the Souls game is Demon Souls, and then you got Dark Souls because these niggas was like, "Oh, we don't have it."
Yeah, you know how much that pissed me off that we got the Demon Souls remake and they didn't buy it. There's Lost Soul aside. There you go.
Oh no, Miyazaki didn't make the remake. That's right.
So fucking what?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So fucking what?
Bro, like they made the same game but better. How was that a
Oh
problem?
no, but because Miyazaki didn't touch this one.
Bro, the main creators was like, damn, they did good. If the creators are saying that shit, damn, they did better than us. Why wouldn't you go buy it? That's approved from the people who made it, and you didn't go buy it. Okay.
Because they can't.
Go look at some Lost Soul aside gameplay. See what this is looking at.
Because they can't stop stuck in Miyazaki's
Nice. Not your fault, Jim.
You say something, buddy?
Sure, what do you bring up that topic again?
What topic do you bring up, Truity?
What do you do now, Truity?
Well,
that really was deep down.
Oh yeah.
Nigga said deep down they come out because it was too similar to Bullet Blowing. What the fuck? Are you serious?
What do you say? What do you say, Spartan?
I said I wish deep down what it still came out, but they said it was too similar to Demon Souls. At the point they were trying to push.
That's sad because you invested all that fucking money and you still didn't want to bring that shit out, bro.
We're getting clones anyway.
Exactly. Like now in the future, look at how many Souls clones there are. Nobody cares.
Yeah. Fucked up, bro. It's stupid or whatever. Like, I don't know, man. So don't even doing some shit, and sometimes you gotta scratch your head like, what? And the funny thing is, people still wanted that shit years later. You could have bought that out. You had no fucking games like Xbox 2014, 2015. All you have is Destiny. And the Nathan Drake collection. Fuck is nice. Like
Lost Soul aside looking good, but it's exactly what I thought it was, which is it's like a Chinese version of Devil May Cry.
It is. That's what it is. They literally told you it was inspiration came from Devil May Cry.
Well, it looks like we have our own Devil May Cry game.
Yeah.
Yay.
I'm off. So why you surprised?
I mean, it looks very polished now, so I will give them that. Spending that extra time, it looks much more polished.
Yeah.
It's still not a direct feed video. Most of the stuff from ChineJoy is just captured from the long ass live stream, so we don't get the full true quality. And I see a lot of pixels because they're moving so fast. That's my only complaint. It's 1080p 60 and not 4K 60, and it's not actually 4K. You know, it's not actually 1080p. So it's downgraded from what the real resolution is, and that's why I'm seeing these pixels. You guys may not see it because you're looking at a slightly smaller screen than the one I'm looking at. I'm looking at on my TV right in front of me, and you guys are looking at like this interface that I got.
You can see the outer lines, bro. You can see it.
You can see that shit? Yeah.
Yes.
It looked good though, but I don't know how good it looks without the true quality. And that's one of the reasons why we didn't do a stream on Thursday to cover the ChineJoy, because most of the time the ChineJoy, these events, we don't get the true quality videos from days later until PlayStation starts to release them on their channel, which is where I want to go in a little bit. So I'm gonna take a look at about a couple more games over here at Jametsu. That'll be Phantom Blade Zero. I'm gonna take a look at that real quick.
Fuck.
Because I know we were all like, again, they're claiming it's not a Souls type, but you kind of know it has that look to it. So
that is a Souls game. I don't give a fuck what they say. Don't be lying.
Exactly. Like, remember when we first saw it, we was like, "Is that Bloodborne?"
I've been playing the Souls game since fucking 2000. Fucking the 90s. Don't tell me that shit, bro.
Yeah. What is it?
No. You can't. Oh no, Kingsfield. You can't say that. Everyone who knows Souls games, they only played it from
Dark Souls. They've only played it from Dark Souls.
They don't know anything from DEADPOOL.
Oh well. Sorry, I've been around longer than niggas. Oh well. It is what it is. Like, you can't tell me what's not a Souls game. Like, I know them shits like the back of my hand. I've beaten every single one of them. Especially Elden Ring. That shit, talk about it was hard. That shit was easy as fuck. Only thing you need is the same thing as Bloodborne. Patience.
No. What don't complain that was hard was the DLC.
Like, no, it was not, bro. Literally, in these Souls games, learn to parry itself, upgrade your weapons, but use when to learn when to use it.
And you like parry like Sekiro?
Yeah. Honestly, no, because the parry in fucking Elden Ring is faster. Like, Sekiro was terrible. Like, because it was 30 frames per second. Like, that shit was despicable. But I'm gonna give you an example. You ever played The Last of Us 1 on the hardest difficulty? How often do you get supplies to upgrade your weapons? You don't, right? You have to literally sacrifice and stealth and all of that shit, or avoid all contact if possible. Especially that shit when you were Henry and you gotta avoid getting shot out that building. Right then and there, after you come out of that basement, over the river and shit, and you go in the house and kill the sniper. That right there is exactly how fucking Elden Ring is. Patience, learn, watch patterns, form strategies, you win. That's it. That's how you play a game. Fucking complaining, bro. Like, that shit gets me mad. It's too hard. No, it's not. You just suck. Even keep niggas.
It's not hard. You just suck. I like that.
Bro, I've literally watched Kid Smooth beat a game without cheating this time, and he did it live.
Oh wow.
He cheated Bloodborne, but he actually redid it live without cheating. Like, months later, he didn't remember shit and beat the game. Sekiro, the same shit. So I don't want to hear none of that. The game is hard. No, it's not. I just fucking suck. That's it.
You can pause the game in Sekiro too.
That's true. Why would you want to pause the game though? Unless you got something important to do, if it's life or death. Other than that, you got kids, things like that. Like, that's cool and everything, but other than that, like, oh my god, I got pause. I can't win. I fuck. I can't do it. It's hard, man. There's no pause. So what? Play the game. You bought it. You bragged about it. Beat it.
Hey, you know what's funny though? You know what's funny? They're saying that there's no problem, but then again, you didn't buy the game to pause it.
No,
To be in the menu.
yo, Truity, if you haven't noticed, I don't have no type of patience. I don't have no type of dealers for excuses. Bruh, if y'all bought this fucking game, or even if y'all got it for free, yo, whatever deal you got, you have possession of the game. Beat it. That's all I want to hear. If you beat the fucking game. If you didn't, oh well. But don't brag about Souls games if you ain't beat them. If y'all motherfuckers didn't beat Souls games, if y'all didn't beat Tenchu back in the days, or with the one from the other one, the one that Xbox had that came to PlayStation, it start with a T. I think it's Koei Tecmo game. Y'all know which game I'm talking about?
It's funny. You know it's funny because they claim they know all about From Software, but they didn't know the Enchanted Arms was a From Software game.
I don't know about From Software. What they know about?
They only know about From Software when it comes to Souls, but they don't know that From Software never
Bro, actually,
doesn't always make sense. They think everything they make is Souls. They're the Souls.
they don't realize. You see how From
They didn't
Software.
realize they didn't realize they made freaking they made freaking robot games and shit like that. I forgot the
First
name of
off,
it.
From Software, most of the dev from Software came from Bandai Namco or Namco, however the fuck you want to say it, right? They were making an assistant with some Dragon Ball Z games and all of the Bandai Namco games. They were literally slaves to that company, and they the ones who published their shit. Now they have a big name. Y'all don't know nothing about From Software because them niggas are on Bible.
But I've said that though. I've said on what you call it. I had an argument with this dude. I'm like, this dude was telling me, oh, you don't know nothing about From Software. From Software is its Souls King.
This game is reminding me more of Neo than any of the like extreme Souls games. This looks like Neo.
I was telling this dude, bro, do you even know anything about this?
Yeah.
Is it Neener?
This looks like Neo though. Like it reminds me more of Neo when it comes to Souls type. But again, the dev keep claiming it's not Souls type, and I mean they have a little weight to how they move and when it comes to the dramatic animations. But I wouldn't say it's clearly Souls until the DNA of like, okay, you die and then you have to start all the way back over and you got to get your experience back or some shit like that. So we'll see once we actually get our hands on it. But at face value, it looks like a Neo / Dark Souls game.
Yo, can I ask you something? How many of y'all beat Nier Automata on the hardest difficulty?
Yeah, that wasn't my jam, but no, I didn't do that.
It took me 4 years after I got the game to do so. That's embarrassing. 4 years.
I took how long I take for the platinum for Bloodborne. It wasn't long. It's just I had to go back and get some shit that I was too lazy to get. But I think it was like about 2-3 years across 2-3 years. Because I had finished all the endings and shit, but then I had to go back and collect all the weapons and shit. And that was so annoying.
First you think Tenchu, and what's the game that Xbox had? It started with a T, and this was a hard ass game, and
Xbox has no game, so I can't help you with that.
But it had a different name on the PS3.
What generation was the Xbox in?
It was the first game I think was on the original Xbox, but mainly Xbox 360. I was flipping my fucking mind, bro. Like, shit, bro. Like, I should know this. Ninja Gaiden, fucking blood. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden Black. There we go. If y'all didn't beat those games on the Xbox,
Ninja Gaiden was hard. Ninja Gaiden was hard.
You can't talk to me about hard games if you never beat Ninja Gaiden. The first one, the second one, the third one, and the one that ran at fucking 19 frames per second on the PS3. If you didn't beat the game when that performance was trash, you can never talk to me about that.
Does the NES count or no?
Huh?
What?
He said, does the NES count or no?
You are asshole.
I beat the one on PS3, but not the one on Xbox. That was the Sigma.
I beat every single Ninja Gaiden game. Every single one.
Back then, I was a better gamer when it came to hard games. I actually did like Ninja Gaiden. I actually got through it.
He was hard as fuck, man. I thank y'all for answering because I thought that would help. Because Xbox, that was their shit. Like Tenshu, Ninja Gaiden, and all of that shit. Like,
Yeah, you wanna see what I say though?
what is that?
This is why I say Phil Spencer's not good, because look who got those games for Xbox back then.
We
And look
did.
what Xbox is doing. No. Look who got those games for Xbox back then, and look where Phil Spencer brought Xbox now.
There's something for Xbox now?
No. Okay. I'm talking about what's his name? The guy who they no, the one who ran Xbox in a 360, Don Matrick. Yeah.
Matty
Look
boy.
look what Don Matrick managed to get for Xbox in the 360 generation.
Peter Moore ran.
And look what Microsoft managed. Phil Spencer managed to do.
Peter boy.
Yo, matter of fact, they're not gonna stop disrespecting Peter Moore. First of all, Peter Moore ran Xbox when they got to that.
No, he did.
Matrick continued that shit. Peter
Okay,
Moore.
so I can see one thing. This game doesn't have a stamina meter. It has no stamina meter.
You gotta stop disrespecting Peter Moore like that.
No, man, this is Peter Moore.
This game looks great.
Yeah, it does look good. I'm happy it doesn't have a stamina meter. It looks like it has a special meter and a health meter, or something related to blocking or something. Yeah, the yellow is your shield. Okay, so the yellow is your shield, but you don't have a stamina meter. You can run and attack without worrying about your stamina. Looks good.
The only thing I'm saying.
I see he's working with the double daggers.
Yeah, just keep stabbing him.
One thing I'm saying though is like,
look at that.
Why they give Phil Spencer more credit?
Look at that flash step.
Any of these before him. That's what I'm saying.
Why did they give Phil Spencer more credit?
Mm-hmm.
Because
what did he do that was?
He's the face of Xbox.
No. Remember when we said perception is key? When you have somebody publicly removed and a corporation is saying we removed you because of this, and appoint somebody and you think it's fixed because it was done overnight, you can't. It's like, oh, we saved it. Oh yeah, change of perception. He's a friendlier face. That's why he communicates. He lies to you. He comes on your live streams.
Mm-hmm.
He actually acted like the community. That's why. These motherfuckers were executives. But one thing I can tell you, Peter Moore ran Sega into the fucking ground. But look what he did to Xbox, who was their spiritual successor. That nigga lifted you to be. I get the Red Ring of Death and everything, but he literally lifted Xbox to be what he wanted Sega to be with the Dreamcast. Why he don't get credit? Don Matrick just took over his reign. That nigga did GTA 4, the Tattoo, the Red Dead Redemption, the making Ubisoft make Assassin's Creed not exclusive to PS3. Peter Moore did that shit. Who paid Rockstar $75 million to make GTA 4 multi-plat and have the marketing, and for Ubisoft not to make Assassin's Creed 3, all of them shits multi-plat? Who did all of that? It was Peter Moore. So the more y'all niggas talk about Phil Spencer, that nigga wasn't even working in the Xbox division during them times. He was still dealing with the Office Suite transitioning to fucking the service. That's why he was in charge of Game Pass, because he did the service. So when you talk about Phil Spencer, he didn't do shit at all.
Oh, tell that Xbox dude, you get roasted.
Y'all gonna stop disrespecting them good executives Microsoft had, bro. Honestly,
No. I do know that Primo was
You
good.
know what I mean? Like he didn't do well. He did Game Pass, but he did services before, so he's good at it. I mean, it was a good idea for like the students and everything with the Office Suite. You know, going back to school, the pricing, like Apple was doing. That's what he was doing. He came to Xbox in 2011 to be under Metric because they wanted to do TV, services. You don't see how it makes sense? That's what he did. He made services for gaming. All they did was literally copy the EA Play shit, the pass that they had, the Vault, and do it with Game Pass. That's the only thing they did. It wasn't hard at all. So what did he really do? He didn't do shit.
Like I said, he was the face, and to ignorant people like the Xbox fanboy community, that's all it really takes. Illusions.
Oh, yeah?
It's the illusion that he did shit. In reality, he just took the mantle of what is it? What's the name's position? Don Matrix's position, but he didn't really do shit with it. You know?
Oh, yeah, he got paid more money and then became a fat fucker.
Oh, that's illegal.
He did good. At 2016, he did the game collection.
I like this. Oh, this looks good.
But it's funny. It's funny because when
I feel like in this game you can actually be overpowered compared to like some Souls games. It seems like you'll be able to like actually get overpowered and get shit done instead of like die 80 fucking times on one boss. Like nobody wants that type of torture every fucking game. I'm getting tired of that shit. Let me see. I'm gonna look at my last game, and the last game we're gonna go take a look at.
Jay, are you serious when you said that Xbox that alive or some shit on the title? Are you for real?
I'm not serious. I just fucking ran out of titles, and I'm actually curious because nobody talked about Xbox all week. It was like ChineJoy Project, Wolverine, shit like that. Like no one, like it feels like Xbox is really seriously being forgotten by just everybody. I think they got a Call of Duty game on. I think they ended up getting a Call of Duty game on Game Pass or something.
Modern Warfare 3 July the 24th.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it came out already on Game Pass.
I feel like people they're not making a deal about it until just this weekend because I went over to my Xbox Twitter account.
No, I didn't know. I had no idea that.
I had no idea either. It is obviously you wouldn't because most of these guys already have access to the damn game. So
360 is the only thing trending on the gaming, or what? At least for me. And it's because Microsoft is getting rid of the 360 store too.
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Now the campaign in that was all right, but the Warzone's buggy and the multiplayer is terrible.
Oh,
let's see.
Okay. So my Xbox 360 marketplace closed officially today.
Yeah, that's true as well. Yeah.
Today is the last day you can buy any.
It closed as of now.
So it's merging into PSLOG.
No, it said today is the
Shut
last.
that up, Sam. Heard you.
It says right here on competitive that it says right here on competitive that today is the last day you can buy.
A little low budget, but okay. I'm following.
I have to hold you. You're right. I just haven't heard about Xbox in that long. I heard they had a controller. I think last week or the week before. And
oh my goodness, bro! That the ass cheeks controller.
Because their fucking controllers are ass cheeks.
No, and then I saw Sony had a red controller, I think, for this fucking game Concord. And I was like, oh, that's nice.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I might not fuck with that damn game, but that damn controller was a nice touch. I like when they do controllers for games, man. They need to do that shit more. Just shit, they still haven't done a proper Helldivers controller, and I'm like, damn, motherfucker, that game made y'all a lot of money, and I know it did.
Definitely did.
It's funny.
Around 320 million, by the way. Just so you know. I gave you exact.
They need to. I still believe they need to acquire that studio, just like WB acquired the studio that did Multiverses.
Oh yeah,
they did that. They did that shit in like less than a month of the game coming back out.
Yeah. Yo,
I'm good.
I just want to ask you something. Do y'all know how much EA dropped in value over the last 4 years?
EA?
No, I have
no idea. Remember who was
do you know? And then Epic Games is worth more than EA.
Okay.
Do you know that?
You said what?
Say that again.
Epic Games is worth more than EA now.
Well, I'll bring Epic for the Epic Games, of course. When it comes to
EA right now, if Rockstar, like you see when Rockstar bought Take-Two bought Zynga, right? And they said if you was to purchase Take-Two, it would be anywhere between 25 to 30 billion. Right now, Take-Two is valued at $34 billion. EA is valued at 30.48. Take-Two is worth more than EA. That is fucking insane right now to me.
I'm not surprised. Have you seen GTA 6 graphics?
Oh yeah, they're going to skyrocket. I've seen one of the guys say, don't expect it to be much different from GTA 5. And I'm like,
bro, he's just hating.
I mean, it's a new city, it's Vice City. Like, come on, bro. Like, just add gameplay elements that's not in GTA Online.
You know what's funny though? Why is it? It's always an ex-developer that's always this mad. Always, you don't expect it to be any different from the other game.
I don't know.
It's always an ex-developer, bro. God damn, bro. Like, I know you mad. You got 5. God, don't take it out on the game.
So they be better, but they don't realize, bro, that shit goes a long way. NDAs and having respect for the craft. You could say these companies are greedy as fuck, but some of them really be like, bro, protect our shit because that's our bottom line. So if you fuck it up, you won't get another job. So they like, oh, I ain't gonna why won't you spoil it? You're not gonna spoil it. Look, remember when they kept spoiling PlayStation games? And every time they did, it sold more. So whether you're gonna do free marketing, you're not getting paid for that. So what do you gain? You lose. I mean, it's just common sense. You talk shit about a game, people are gonna be like, "Oh, what's that game about? Oh, this is actually cool. I might actually buy this." Gave them a sell. Fuck. Lord, God, this look good.
Right.
Okay, Marvel Rivals. I see you. They really going all in on Doom. I think that was a decision made across the entire multiverse of games and TVs. They were like, well, they were going to do the King thing, but I don't think they ever wanted to fully do that. But it was nice while it lasted. It didn't last long.
I need Sony to. Matter of fact, I'm gonna save that for another stream.
You need Sony to wake their ass up.
No, not even that. I need them to stop being pussy and just take the risks that they've been trying to do for the last 3 years with streaming service. Put them all into one. That all-in-one shit haunts them. That's another thing.
What's what all into one?
Remember the Xbox marketing for the Xbox One, right? All in one.
Wasn't that one? That was one of their downfalls, though. A financial downfall. It wasn't actually good.
But that wasn't new. Like the game, Dreamcast gave you all-in-one, and the PS2 literally was an all-in-one DVD player and all of that. The PS3 was a media all-in-one. They're legit afraid of that shit.
This cat game, Jay.
It's Cat Quest 3. I beat part 1. I need to go finish part 2 before 3 comes out. Part 1 was actually pretty damn enjoyable.
Get it.
So it's like a Zelda type game. It's really fucking fun.
Fuck Zelda.
I don't care. You already know how much I love classic Zelda. Not the biggest fan of the new shit they doing though.
I feel like
too much.
Nintendo just put out males to just be pussy or women to be pussy with. Because how do you think from a woman so many times and I'm getting on?
What the fuck are you talking about over there?
Talking about getting the pussy. I'm hungry as fuck, man.
You're in New York City, bro. You should be able to find some food real close.
Of course you're hungry. You're always smoking.
I need to go find me some fucking food, too.
Nah, I'm eating chips now.
Probably get some Game Pass.
I have Spanish food right now. I have
Greenberg edition?
Yeah, the Greenberg edition. I like that. Speaking of Aaron Greenberg, why is he still working for Xbox?
Fuck them niggas.
Damn, these dudes are...
Let us not recognize that nigga Larry Herb left Xbox to go to Blizzard to be a spy to get them niggas to sell to Microsoft. Don't ever forget that.
He's been trolling Xbox lately.
Because they were supposed to bring him back.
He got played. It's simple as that.
You ain't never getting nothing from me again.
Nigga got played. He got played to do corporate espionage and got
corporate espionage. His big ass nose.
Yeah. Right. Oh well. And now you fucked.
Yep. And the funny thing is, not many people will hire him knowing that that's what you did. Think about it though. Who would hire you? Think about it though. Who would hire you after you did corporate espionage for a company, so they can buy someone from under them? Who would hire you after that?
It'd be income work for us.
Well,
be like an internship.
Well,
don't worry, Game Pass is always here for you guys. I know you guys are quiet right now, but you have to believe the Game Pass is going to save gaming. Along with
you were just doing?
Huh?
What?
You say something?
Game Pass?
Yeah, but besides the Game Pass.
Is that what you were just doing? Getting a Game Pass subscription?
Yes.
Okay.
What were you doing?
Eating some food.
You were reading some food?
I was eating some food.
Oh, okay. I don't like what you just said. Reading food, eating food, same difference. Not a good thing. It's not a positive. Right. It's not a positive thing to do. You shouldn't be reading
first party
food.
Exclusive either.
Exactly. Wait, what?
Was that
Yo, let me ask you a question when you finish.
Yeah.
This is more so towards Jay because you already know. So this year is 2024, and you know that's a significant year for a certain platform, right? But this is for as well. With all the rumors and these patents and shit, what y'all thinking about the PS3
making up rumors? Sony merge PlayStation Portal sales with PlayStation 5 sales.
PS5, yeah.
But like these dudes are assholes. Man, can I say that? They're assholes, man.
Yeah, you can't. The serial numbers track.
These dudes, these dudes make up shit all the time, and like it's like for him to talk about something like merging sales, but don't want to talk about Microsoft merged active users based off of all the games they just acquired from the publishers they just acquired. Like, bro, like if you ain't gonna say shit about that, then don't like. I'm not saying Sony did it because we all know they didn't, but it's like, bro, like shut the fuck up. Didn't Nintendo do that shit? They got caught doing that shit between the Switch and the Switch Lite. They merged the sales, and ain't nobody fucking bad at eye. Like, bro, Xbox fans, y'all choose the weird.
Because that's still a Switch. The fact that you can do that.
You know what they batted their eyes at,
What's
though, right?
going on, Batman? They batted their eyes at the bat.
No, they batted their eyes at motherfucking controllers with ass cheeks. Okay?
Sounds sexy.
I'm just being honest.
Let's not talk about that.
No, we got to, bro, because I'm going to chime in on this, bro. And there's a prime example why... Listen, bro. There was a prime example why there was ass cheeks on both of those controllers, bro.
Oh, God. Here we go.
That platform is ass cheeks, nigga.
I would like to ask a question.
You know what was so funny? IGN was the people that introduced the controllers to them. That wasn't a part of the interview. They were just going to interview them. But no, they were like, yeah, we love Xbox, and we want you to love Xbox. And they still didn't even mention any Xbox game that they even play on that.
Hey, bro, we already
just
know
like,
they
wow,
get hyped
bro.
for controllers, bro. They get hyped for controllers, so.
I'm trying to find that fucking interview. I can't find that shit.
The controllers got ass cheeks on them now?
Yeah, the two Deadpool Wolverine controllers. It has ass cheeks on them.
Interesting tactic. Okay.
Yo, guys.
Hey, I guess they're saying that, nigga. Y'all, I know y'all don't get it. I don't know. Y'all don't get it.
Man, I can't find that fucking shit.
Same towards the urban market.
Hey, cut that out.
Where's
the damn controller? Oh, here it is.
Lucky number 7.
You can go. I got a stupid commercial on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these controllers are actually real. Afro's not joking. These ass cheek controllers are real.
Oh, he was lying?
Like, they waste money on the dumbest fucking shit.
I'm telling you, bro.
Bro, look at it.
I saw it on Twitter.
No, I didn't think he was lying. I just wanted to get a visual image for the people that might not believe this shit. How stupid Microsoft is when it comes to money.
Yo, guys.
Yeah.
2 things, right? One is the response. Them niggas didn't bat an eye when Microsoft counted 360 repaired units as new sales. I don't want to hear shit because we really got to see how much.
Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
Okay. Second thing is,
they're gonna start having sex with the controllers.
the second thing is, y'all know what this year is for PlayStation, right?
Of course.
Now I know JayTech knows. Y'all should know the name. December 3rd. Y'all should know. Right? I want to ask y'all something. With all the patents, do y'all think that PS3 backwards compatibility shit is real?
Yeah.
I actually believe. I know they did it already because PS now once they added downloads to the PS4 games, it literally works the same. Like they literally put the emulator in the cloud itself, and you just download the games and it runs off the native system. That actually is not hard to do. The PS5 has rasterization speed up the ass that emulate cells. What's the fucking APUs? They didn't have the APUs back then, so they had 7 of them. Within each processor. Yeah. Right. How the processor, they had 7 of them. They weren't unified though. The Tempest engine itself is literally the cell processor. Literally all over again. So I don't. That's literally a whole fucking the whole APU like of the PS4 and a fucking sound engine that can emulate and use power for games. You can't tell me the PS3 cannot work on the PS5. That's impossible. If they just wanted it fucking one of their CUs itself on the PS5 RDNA is literally like 14 cell
Still
engine.
don't get why we can't do native backwards compatibility with even at least the PS1, dude. Like
you can.
Can you?
They
You
did
put
it
a
before.
PS1. No, can I put one of my old PS1 games in the slot on play?
No. The reason why is because to even put that type of that hardware inside the system will cost too much.
Got a
To
Blu-ray
do
drive
all
in
of
there.
them will cost a lot. Oh yeah.
That shit can't play CD players or whatever?
Nah, it can.
Yes,
It can.
But it's just that you're gonna have to put the extra hardware in there. That's
No, you
probably
don't.
not gonna even use.
I don't
Yeah, you
know
do
the
because
the coding of a
you do
disc
because
itself can run a CD player. Like,
yeah,
remember
but
these games.
PS1 wasn't a CD player. It wasn't like a CD player like that. It was one of those black discs.
Those
PS1.
PS3 Slims though still could do it. They could play those PS1 games.
Natively.
No, because because they had the hardware inside the system.
Well, even that small tray one. So like, how much space would the PS5 need?
None.
None.
If I don't get on their way, how come we can't at least do
We
that?
can fully emulate the PS1. That shit ain't. That's the
but
PS2.
but that's emulation though. Emulation is different from a native hardware inside the system. PS3 had the native hardware from the PS1 and 2 inside the system.
Bro, the PS Vita
So
literally can run PS3 games natively, which is crazy to me. Like, the PS Vita was literally right underneath in power, like, say, 16% weaker than PS3. That is insane.
Yeah, but they made the game simultaneously for both systems. Though.
Right.
They didn't.
The only difference now,
Huh?
they have money now. I don't think you realize most people won't play the games if it's not up to par. Like, Xbox, they're good with their shit. Can't lie. If those games are not like current games, like even this PS3 games that look way better than games nowadays. And yes, I said it. The textures may not be good as much, but that could be fixed literally natively in a game and just put it out. Like, if they wanted to just basically upgrade every PS3 game, they could do that natively and have it run on the PS5. That's what I'm saying to y'all. Y'all don't realize they could just download the games. You don't need the disc. They could just put all of it just for licensing for you to download it. That's the only reason it's
right.
That can be done. Yes.
I don't want to have to rebuy games already.
But he was talking about the disc.
Chewitty. The reason why these games are behind subscription wise is because the licensing is expensive as fuck and it's changed hands with all mergers and acquisitions. Music, licensing, and then some people are dead, and then royalties, family, and shit like that. That is the only reason why. If there wasn't licensing problems, right? You will see the games already. Why do you think Microsoft was selective with which games they put from the original Xbox and the 360? Why you think them fucking
games
are there?
Yeah, but you can choose your own IP. You don't have to always go with
But for their shit, they definitely could do it. But remember, people miss some third-party games. Like, you know what it'd be like to play Black Ops 1 and 2 on the PlayStation? That'd be good.
I know.
Black Ops 2 is the best fucking multiplayer. Call of Duty World at War, Modern Warfare 4. Why do you think they brought them shits back? Because you was not bringing them shits back and backwards compatibility. And then when you did, it still had players on the 360. They shut down the servers, and now you have a new game. That was the whole reason for Infinite Warfare. Having a bundle where you needed that, and then they got rid of it eventually because people bought the game. These games can run natively on a PlayStation 5. They behind a subscription because of licensing. That shit is not cheap nowadays. $1 in 2007 right now is like $25. And that's not exaggeration. It really is. So that's why.
Sean his teeth for that.
Oh shit, bro. If it wasn't licensing, we would have had the games already. The tech is there. Sony literally a hardware company. They already done the emulation. Why you think they didn't take down emulators? that's on PC. Because native, you can do that because that's their shit. Nintendo can do it. Microsoft can do it. Any type of property of these people. That's why they say it's licensed by Sony Computer Entertainment of America and all that shit. That's why you saw that. Everything's there. The only thing is the upscaling. That is their problem. Microsoft are masters at that shit because it's software.
Yep, and that's why I play these games on PC most of the time.
That's why you play it on PC.
There are 2 movies that I want to watch, even though you guys were talking about games. Goobity Gook. I want to watch. I'm just feeling nostalgic. X-Men 2 and Transformers 2.
That makes a lot of sense.
And they're fucking good sequels, bro. Like, that's back when sequels are actually good. Oh shit. I gotta watch both of those, man. I gotta watch those. I'm gonna finish watching Watchmen, but I'm gonna definitely get X-Men 2 ready.
Like 2004 X-Men 2?
Yeah. X2.
Okay.
The original X2.
Why the fuck Halle Berry going missing and don't want to be in the MCU?
I don't think they want her, bro. And I know they should and all, but like, you know how people be getting blacklisted all the time. I highly doubt she's not blacklisted in some way, shape, or form because it's like she be getting roles based on people that's cool with her. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it's kind of like Channing Tatum. He be getting roles based on people that's cool with him. Like you don't see Channing Tatum in a whole bunch of shit no more. Why? I don't know.
He's like 50, isn't he?
And
I mean, he's not a great actor, so you wouldn't be seeing him in like a serious movie.
But you have to believe, Sam.
He's like in those comedies, right?
Sam, if you don't believe, we're gonna have problems.
He was in that Quentin Tarantino movie.
Why you hate comedy, man? Why you down on comedy?
Yo, there's some really good actors that are voice actors that be in these games that I don't think y'all realize are very good actors, people that you know already. Like, I've seen Jay talk about marketing before, and like, remember the original Xbox had The Rock do it, and even the Xbox, the One X with the power and shit. Y'all know how good it would be if they had a game with The Rock in it?
Explain?
The Rock is one of the most known characters, bro.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga played Hercules. Remember that game? They had Rise on the Rome.
Yeah.
They just could have made a Hercules game. That's Greek related, bro. The niggas could have had a hit on their hands. But they didn't do it. Like that. If have the actual likeness of him in it. Because I mean, like, Microsoft always been cool with The Rock. Always.
Yes, it's kind of weird that they haven't did anything with that relationship.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you have the Disney movies, Moana. You can make a game carrying fucking tropical fruit like Crash Bandicoot, and then say like you have the movie like Hobbs and Shaw, Fast and Furious. That could have been a game.
Yeah, you're right about that. Could have made a good little buddy cop fighting and shooting game based off of that.
So I'm like, you have Roman Reigns in there as a wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
You have games with him in it. You literally could have had a fucking hit on your hands. Aquaman, like fucking Atlantis game. Like, there's so many things niggas could have done. So yeah, that's okay though. Fuck it.
Yeah, Joe.
I don't blame myself on that.
No, I just honestly, only reason we can't blame ourselves for what happened to the green side is because we did exactly what we were supposed to do. Buy as consumers. They didn't. And it's not like, you sometimes be like, damn, Xbox was actually cool back then, but the only reason it was cool back then because PlayStation wasn't. Or if you can't stand on your own, then that's on you. Like, that's what happened to Sega. They had all the good shit, the blood, the graphic shit that the Nintendo didn't have, but Nintendo had the game, and they had their better games. How was you going to survive without your own shit? Sonic fell off, and then it's like, what do you do? Like, you leave,
You
and
play
now they're
Streets of
leaving.
Rage 2.
And you know what, bro? Come off the Discord.
Yeah, kick this guy out of here. He's fucking up. I don't like it.
Y'all kick him.
I don't know what
Gotta believe in the 90s.
Well, I mean, you got a valid point. Like at Microsoft Xbox, they have some good relationships with people outside of gaming where they could leverage that those relationships to make a video game based off of those IPs or characters or actors or whatever, and they haven't. And the best you're gonna get is they're gonna make a themed controller based off of those relationships. That's it. That's it. And you can't even buy this controller everywhere. It's a sweepstakes controller. So they didn't even make a lot of these anyway. This is just to promote the fucking movie, which is a slap in the face because they do it so much. They always make these pretty damn good looking movie themed controllers in consoles, but it's a sweepstakes. And I'm going to be honest, I've never seen anybody win that shit.
Oh, wow. Kojima's rewatching the first X-Men.
Oh yeah, he watched Deadpool and he's doing the same shit I'm about to do.
Fucking nerds.
You say something?
Yeah, Game Pass is available, so you might want to catch it.
That's what I thought.
Right.
Game Pass. I believe in Game Pass, you know. And all I'm gonna say is that if I'm not believing in Game Pass, like who am I? At the end of the day,
you'd be a non-believer.
I'm eating on my foot. I'm sniffing on a pile of games.
Channing Tatum landed that role in the movie, the Tarantino one. I mean, he was good enough.
It depends on the script.
The fucking 8, whatever. The Wild Hateful 8. There you go. What do you think about this Olympics stuff, Jay?
Everybody, it is 4:44 in the evening. We started the stream at 2 o'clock. I would love to talk about the Olympics shit, but I will definitely get canceled. Respectfully, I will gladly talk about this off air. If anybody in the chat, like if you guys want to be a part of our private discussions off air, because we do sit in the chat after the streams a couple times. I do my timestamps and we just talk about whatever. You guys can do that. Our chat is open. So if you're a part of a Discord, you can just come in, listen in. You don't have to talk. You can just come in, listen to what we talk about.
If you start bullshit, you'll get blocked.
Obviously, if you start bullshit, you're going to get blocked. But yeah, the Discord's been open. It's been open to the public. Now you have access to join our Discord and listen in from your PlayStation 5. So if you want to be a part of the Discord, we're gonna just open this next 15 minutes to kind of like promote the Discord and get you guys up in here. Because we are going to talk about some stuff that'll get us canceled, but that'll be just off air. So, with that being said, let me go find the link. You say what?
I said the show always continues off air.
It always continues off air because it has to. Goopity goop. Let's see. No limit. I feel like petting Kaladix.
Where's Kaladix?
Our country's going down. Down.
Game Pass is the future, Jay. You can't deny it. It's an ass crack on a controller.
You guys hear me?
No.
Yellow.
There's ass on the controller because they realize their fans are ass. And they probably won't get no ass, so they might as well you might start seeing Xbox and start having to touch the controller because it's the first time they've ever.
Well, you know we're still live. True, Eddie.
My bad.
God damn. Motherfucker, you ain't even start the fucking shit yet, motherfucker. We ain't leave yet. You talking about people having sex with fucking controllers. Shit, man. How am I still on YouTube? That's what I'll be wondering. How the fuck am I still here? Shit. Okay. The link is gonna be in the chat. I'm gonna tag that so that it can be pinned. And you guys got like about 13 minutes to get up in here, quickly get verified if you're not already in here. Do not wait until after we're offline because it's going to get very difficult for you to get confirmed. So you might want to get up in here before we leave offline so you can get confirmed. So I'll be sitting in the the welcome section to see who jumps in here. I know that a couple of people already got up in here. Vance Vice, I don't know who you are. So Vance Vice, if you're in the chat, you're listening, you need to identify yourself. I don't know who you are, so you're not getting in. Everybody else got in though.
I screen said really now. I screen said really now.
Yeah, that's True Woody right there.
What'd you do?
Your who did your Indian? Okay. No.
Yeah.
Hello?
Uncompetitive.
Hey, what's going on?
Yes, hello.
Hola.
¿Cómo estás?
Let's go around the house closing all the windows, otherwise the raccoons will get in.
Goodness.
That's an interesting image.
What? Okay.
That was random.
Okay, we got about 11 minutes until we're getting off air. So if anybody wants to jump in our Discord so that you can get confirmed and maybe sit in our chat while we talk about this, because I definitely want to talk about the Olympics things, because it's a lot. Again, I've been like missing in action in a way, like, you know what I'm saying, like it's been like I've been here, but I've been dealing with a lot of other stuff, so I haven't really been focusing on everything that's been going on. So I need clarification. I need to do research.
In the summer anyway, isn't there?
Huh?
Fewer games launch in the summer.
Well, it's not that. We're off camera. We're going to talk about Olympics because it's just I see the Olympics, but I'm not paying attention to the Olympics this year, so I'm not really knowing all. But I saw something. But I want to talk to you guys about it, but off air, obviously. Yeah. We got about 10 minutes. I guess we can talk
on air. Okay.
I said off air. Fuckface.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
With that being said, let's just talk about something for 10 minutes. Yeah, Xbox is. Yeah, I was wondering this week if Xbox was still live because I just didn't. No one cared. The only thing came from Xbox was the fucking Wolverine Deadpool controller that not everybody can buy. So, like, it's fucking weird.
Well, how many they made? Are they like made a pair of them, and that's it?
They made. I don't know how many they made, but they made enough to give the IGN for them to present them to Ryan and Hugh. And then they probably took that home. And then IGN probably got a couple, maybe, for them, high-level staff. Then maybe a couple, maybe one, I don't know, for the sweepstakes. And then that's it. Like,
so there could be like
it's a sweepstake. 20. It's a sweepstakes thing again, like they normally do.
Under 20 of them,
probably.
That is so stupid.
But I don't know why they keep doing this. It's like, why not just? You know what? Let me just. While we got like what?
People will buy those.
Xbox.
That's so dumb.
I'm about to go look at Xbox sweepstakes.
Yeah. Sweet. They don't know how to make any money at all, do they?
No. There we go. Xbox sweepstakes winners. Cause like everybody that be doing this sweepstakes shit, for the limited edition consoles, I never see nobody actually win that shit. They be doing it just to be promoting Xbox, but you never see anybody actually win it.
Mm-hmm.
Can I win it?
I do actually wonder if that is actually just fake. Like,
it probably is fake promotion. Probably is.
Phony.
That winner revealed, and the winner is.
I don't see nothing on this search.
I thought it said the winner revealed, the winner is. He went past it.
Which one?
Go to the left. It was like about five to the left or something.
Hold on, let me do something real quick.
You gone past again.
Special edition Xbox Series X sweepstakes winners. I think that's a little bit more specific to what we're looking for, because we're looking for the Xbox Series X sweepstakes winners. Here's one. Madden 24 Xbox Series S sweepstakes console.
Hey, it's me, your skin.
Because they made a lot of those fancy looking, good looking consoles. It's just most of the time people don't win that shit. They gave this motherfucker Xbox Series S. Nobody wants that. That shit
great
emulator.
emulator.
Fuck.
Bro, if you give me something like that, bro, that's a disrespect. That's more of a disrespect than anything, though. Like,
it looks nice. Still look cheap though. But maybe that's just because of the Xbox Series S.
Why does it look like it's been put in a microwave?
I don't know.
It's got a bulge on it. What's
Okay, so what about this? The new Xbox Series X Special Edition. Like, there are a lot of these systems, but not a lot of people actually win that shit.
What's the bulge on the controller supposed to represent?
No clue. I can't believe this is an Xbox. Let me see.
It's not like the loins, is it? Not bulging loins in the trousers.
See, you see what he's showing off? All of these Xboxes they showed off, but nobody actually ever won them. They just made it to promote something. They never like actually. Actually, I don't even know if they are even sweepstakes. I thought they were, but I don't even think they are.
There was a channel today that I looked at, and they said that it emerged that Sony spent more on marketing than Xbox.
I believe it.
PlayStation spent more on marketing than Xbox. And it was more effective, and people were well aware of what games PlayStation was coming out with, and they really didn't have much of an idea what was in Game Pass.
I believe it. Again, I believe it.
What they know is that Game Pass is a great deal, but they don't know what's in it. I think they can move past that first message. I think people have got that message, and they need to say, this month the game is this.
They're talking about the rarest Xboxes, but nobody won that shit. I'm still scrolling. I haven't seen a single motherfucker win that shit.
This is the Minecraft Xbox One S, and it actually looks pretty cool.
No, the one thing they did advertise was Hellblade 2, and there was an advert in the cinema when I went to a film, and it looked pretty good on the big screen. And I thought, well, there you are.
This is the Minecraft Xbox One S, and it actually looks pretty cool. The console.
Nothing. Yeah, not like I'm not seeing nobody actually winning that shit. Like nobody ever wins any of these.
they truly probably don't win that.
I think the Minecraft one is collectible.
Yeah, I think that's a collectible. I don't think that was like, yeah. No, the Series S at that. There's no value in that.
None. None.
This is fucking sad. This is really sad. Because you're not seeing anybody ever winning that shit. That's crazy, bro. That's some crazy ass shit right there.
Okay, I got a question. What happens if you put an Amazon Fire Stick in the USB port of an Xbox Series X?
Explode?
I don't know. That sounds like a very scientific question.
I mean, does it turbocharge it?
I don't know. I wish I did, but I don't.
I see. There you are.
I can't believe so many people forgot Xbox exists. So they have to make fake ass limited edition consoles and controllers to try to get attraction to their fucking system. It's a pathetic fucking move. How often?
So their fingers would be in the ass crack, right?
You forgot Xbox.
Yeah, their fingers will be in their ass crack if they hold that controller.
That's a little billion of those.
You said what?
You forgot Xbox existed, didn't you?
I did. I actually did forget they existed.
Exactly.
How'd you forget that, Jay?
Because I just did.
Phil Spencer sends his messaging on a constant basis.
His messaging sucks.
Right, but he has that beautiful commercial white man smile that charms you. And that's all they need.
Oh, okay.
We're doing everything we can. 9 years later. We're listening.
We're listening to your feedback.
Sometimes I don't believe it's real, man. I know this might sound kind of stupid. But they're that dumb, bro. Like, the stuff they've been doing.
I know, right? It does
years,
seem a little scripted.
It's very cartoonish. I feel like Sega gets more respect, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they should, though.
That's what I was thinking.
Like, they didn't crash out like Xbox. Like, they knew the proper time to leave. Xbox should have left a long time ago, and they just stayed around and made everybody's life a living hell. Then they wanted to start buying up fucking studio. I mean, they're out here on purpose doing stupid shit.
Well, they are originally the retards. Retards.
I mean, I guess they're gonna go out on what, Fable?
They're going this.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Shit, I forgot Fable was coming out. Shit, I forgot all about that.
Game of the year pick, Jay.
Shit, it's really not. But it did look It did look a lot better than it used to. Okay, it's like 5 o'clock now, so we gotta get up out of here. We opened up the chat. We get some people in the Discord. I don't really see anybody new. I just see.
Xbox is not.
Oh, Dez. I see Dez. Dez is in here.
Good games in order to do that.
You said what?
Like 2 publishers, they can't find one good game.
Okay, let's go on. So I got Dez in here. Big shout out to Dez for jumping in the Discord. As you guys know, it should be a lot easier for you guys. Huh?
Buy Ice Cream Gaming. Hi, Dawn.
Oh, okay, Ice Queen. Yeah, it should be a lot easier for you guys to conversate with us on Discord, since you will be able to just get in the Discord from your PlayStation 5, so you don't actually have to use the app on your phone or computer to talk to us. You can just, join our Discord and use your PlayStation 5 to jump in and talk to us. We have a dedicated chat channel and stuff like that, so should be fun. I'll see you guys on Discord. And I'm looking for Tuesday to be doing another news and update, so I'll keep you informed on Monday on if anything changes on Tuesday or Thursday. So that's just going forward. With that being said, I am gonna go close out the stream. Everybody have a great evening, and thank you guys for being with us on the Sunday show. I want to talk to you guys after the show about the Olympics. Okay, good night, everybody.